of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Let's do this. Morning.
I hate this when that
What?
happens.
Oh, you hate that?
Yeah, whoever uses this mic, who uses this?
Ronnie B.
Ronnie likes this wire very tight, the mic wire. I like it very loose. I just thread it up and then pull some out.
Well,
Yeah, so it spins.
it's a whole thing that happens.
Because I am very dynamic with the mic.
I'll say you are. Like a panther.
And Ronnie B is pretty much, he's right there like this.
What's up, Fezzy?
Hey there.
We haven't seen Ronnie in a long time. I see Fezzy a lot, but no Ronnie.
Yeah, I see Fezzy outside sometimes when I'm walking in.
Yep. Doing his laps.
Yeah. Laps
Round
around
and round.
around the building. Good morning, guy. I surprised him this morning. I pop out of the elevator, and he's got a mouthful of something. And he goes, good morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got a good morning. Good morning.
Did I tell you guys, I'm not usually like a morning dude. Like, I'm not like a big good morning. Like, I got sleep in my eyes. I just want to look at the floor, get the fuck away from me, you know?
Yeah.
And so I don't usually I don't play the good morning game with that guy.
Oh.
And sometimes he won't look, and he just hears the elevator doors open, so he'll just say it out of habit.
Yeah.
And not really pay attention to who it is that he's saying the good morning to. So a few weeks ago, one morning, the doors open, and I go to step out, and I guess he didn't know like who was in the elevator, and he goes, "Grr," and then he saw it was me, and it just went, "Grr." Because he knows that I wasn't going to reciprocate, so he's like, fuck you, you're not getting it.
He's not going to waste a good morning on someone that isn't going to appreciate it.
He's
It really did fucking Peter out pretty quick.
You don't like to say hi to him?
Yeah.
He's picky.
You don't say hi to him?
No, fuck him.
Good morning. Good morning. Oh,
He likes
man.
his basketball, that guy.
Does he?
Oh, big fucking time.
Yeah?
That's all he talks about. He likes
Basketball.
sports, but he especially likes basketball,
Yeah.
which you don't like.
I'm not a big fan of the basketball.
There's some interesting things going on in the NBA right now, sir.
Oh, the never-ending playoffs?
Well, you got a 2-2 tie with the Celtics Heat series.
There's still a series going on?
Celtics are a very old team.
They're not. You mean they're not down to the last two teams?
Nope.
How many teams are still in it?
4.
That's okay.
You got the Celtics Heat. They're tied at 2
How long have the playoffs been going on?
for 7 months, I think.
It's what it seems like.
I think it's 7 months at this point.
This is crazy.
And then you got Oklahoma City there and the Spurs. And the Spurs were supposed to kick their ass, and that's not happening. So that's
Yeah.
big news. Durant and the boys are up 3-2 over the Spurs, who had a really nice run going until they hit Durant and the boys. So
I know nothing about the basketball.
I think a lot of people were assuming it was going to be the Spurs and the Heat in the finals, and that's definitely not a guarantee at this point.
Yeah.
So, Game 5 of the Heat-Celtics series tonight.
And
You don't like
a-
basketball at all, huh?
No. Just don't fucking. Never got into it. Can't get into it.
That stupid Jeremy Lin got me back into this dumb sport.
And then look what happened.
I went away for a long time.
Yeah.
And then I'm a huge hockey fan, and the Stanley Cup Finals is just a fucking bust. They play for, 9 straight months. It comes down to the finals, and it's 3-0 for the Kings,
And then the
who are a great team, by the way. They're going to win this
semifinals
fucking thing,
pretty
obviously.
exciting.
Huh?
Semifinals were pretty exciting.
Yeah, that was.
And then now it's just pretty much a blowout, right?
It's a blowout. It's
Yeah.
3-0 to Zippo there.
Yeah.
I think the Devils lost 4-0 last night, right? Was that the final score? I didn't watch the fucking game.
Yeah.
Being a huge hockey fan, I didn't watch.
I heard on the news a 4-0 rout.
Was it a 4-0 rout?
4-0 rout.
Yeah.
Of the Devils.
This will be, and it is going to happen. It's going to be the first Stanley Cup for the L.A. Kings.
That's weird. I never knew that.
I kind of thought they had one somewhere, but
what I
no,
thought.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's your sports break.
There you go.
Actually, we got
there's your sports.
Actually, we got a dummy. We can play right off the bat.
Ooh.
Maine TV station. Listen to
Maine.
this. Yeah, all the way up there in
TV.
Maine. We went to Maine once.
Yeah.
One time.
Sunday River.
Sunday River, right.
Sunday River skiing in Maine.
With the outdoor fucking pool.
Yeah.
That thing ruled.
Pretty fucking cool.
Wasn't it a huge pool?
Yeah, it
I
was
feel like it was a really big.
Full size.
It was like an Olympic-sized pool.
Yeah, all outside and heated like a motherfucker.
Heated. It's like, what, maybe 15 degrees, but the pool was nice.
It was cold as a motherfucker
Right.
up there. It was like very cold.
And then stupid, crazy Jim decided to start the skinny dipping. I chose not to partake.
Yeah.
I was embarrassed of my wee-wee.
You can get some severe shrinkage coming out of it.
Yeah, you got to make sure your wee-wee's ready for fucking skinny dipping. You just don't assume it's going to be all right.
You got to plump up. You got to pull a pre-plump.
How do you pre-plump?
You just kind of work it. You
rub a little.
Think about something in your head. You go, oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well.
All right, let me go with that thought for a little while.
Yeah, that's cool. Not too much, not too much. Yeah, they're going to think, oh, no, I ruined it with too much. You can't look like you're doing something.
You want the girl to try to figure it out. Like,
is that natural?
Is that, or did he? I'm not really.
Did he plump up? Or,
yeah.
And the second it twitches, all bets are off.
Right.
You can't get it to the point where it's twitching.
Right. Then you look like a doofus.
Then you're like, oh, no.
Then you look a little too desperate for the situation.
Yeah.
Anyway, Main TV did this.
Now, News 8 Sports.
The Boston Celtics hosting the Miami Heat in Boston for Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals. I guess the game just ended. It ended in a tie. This is what my producer is telling me right now. Oh, there you go. There's the score. 89 went down to the wire. 21 seconds left. Ended in a tie. All right, let's move on to professional baseball.
This is the people telling you the news.
Wow.
It doesn't get much better if it's a bigger market like New York City. We laugh at them, too.
It is Maine, but, yeah, I've seen some huge mistakes in New York.
I love it. Well, nope, it ended in a tie. There you go.
Ended in a tie.
There you go.
Wow.
How do you get into broadcasting and don't know the basics of shit? I don't expect you to know all the players on the team or any of that, but you don't even know that basketball games can't end in a tie.
And it's great because it's not even just her. She was told that by somebody.
Right.
So they both are idiots. There's two dummies.
You know what? Good point. Very good point.
So there's two dummies working there.
Let's listen to that again.
Now, News 8 Sports.
The Boston Celtics hosting the Miami Heat in Boston for Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals. I guess the game just ended. It ended in a tie. This is what my producer is telling me right now. Oh, there you go. There's the score. 89 went down to the wire.
So the producer, her, three people, and the one that keys in the fucking information for the score.
Yeah.
So that's three people that are dummies right off the bat.
I guess it ended in a tie.
Yeah.
Oh, brother.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
I found a great new channel.
Really?
On the TV. Yeah, it's like this. It's a station out of Connecticut, just a regular broadcast station.
It's on cable?
It's on FiOS, yes.
Oh,
the FiOS carries it. It's this Me TV, and it's all old shows.
Oh,
just
boy.
old shows from the 70s and stuff.
That's right down your...
And so I was watching, like, The Rifleman.
Why?
I don't know. I was watching The Rifleman.
Wasn't that Chuck Connor?
Chuck Connors. And at the beginning, right. It's the coolest segment in the beginning because he's got his fucking Winchester rifle, right?
Yeah.
And he goes... He's like doing the fucking lever action, cocky, firing it. And then it goes... And the music starts. And he starts loading it while he's walking down the street. And as he's loading it, he peeks at the camera and kind of looks at you like, hey, how you doing? That was pretty fucking badass, wasn't it? Hey, how you doing? Badass. And then they play like all the fucking Quincy. They play fucking The Odd Couple. I was watching The Odd Couple last night. And it was this very happy, nostalgic kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then every commercial is for Hover-Round and erectile dysfunction and fucking cancer of the ass and
welcome to your future.
I know they can't just leave it all nice.
Why can't they
let me watch Hogan's Heroes?
Why can't they have all the nice commercials that happen
of the time? Show me some Mattel Incredible Edibles commercial.
I know everyone's desperate to fucking make money constantly, but that would be a great network where it's the old shows with the old commercials
with
they
the
used
old
to fucking
commercials.
Play at the time.
Positivac.
What's a Positivac?
That's you put it on your dick to make a boner. Look, there's the creepy guy spinning the girl on the swing.
Wait,
the woman.
It's one of those suck machines?
Yeah,
Yes.
we did the audio for this a little bit ago.
Okay.
Ew, what's he doing? Why is he spinning
Did you
her?
see us spinning her on the tire?
He's being playful?
These are all guys that can't get rods.
Petey Green can't get his dick hard.
Good old Petey Green. The Positivac. Let's listen to that audio again.
Positivac.
I will never fucking put a suck machine
No.
On my dick.
I do. I call her a woman.
Oh, God.
You get it hard.
Need a little
Get the
volume.
fuck out of here.
Where's the...
why is she in a inner tube?
No audio?
No audio.
Oh, is there no audio on that?
No audio.
Oh, there should
here
be. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's go back.
That's bad audio.
Is there another version of it?
Yeah,
or this
there's
is it?
gotta
Let's
be.
find another
Get the
version.
potty back.
There's a guy spinning his woman in a tire swing, but he's laying directly under it and poking her with his fingers. He's poking her.
Natural weight.
They're all
because they can't show the hard cat going in a vagina, so they have to do other things visually.
That's what it is.
As they're kind of like talking about what this thing does.
Be all you can be with Positivac.
Is that how they were talking?
Everybody's a creepy ghoul. Keep your limp dick away from my television, you fucking piece of shit.
I tweeted about it over the weekend. You see the Cialis commercial where she runs out in the rain, and I tweeted that just has to mean that's sperm.
Oh, really? Like,
why
you
else
think
would
the
they do
rain
that?
represents cum?
All of a sudden, she just runs out in the rain, all happy, like it's now raining sperm because my fucking douchebag husband can get boners.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, you found one.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah, right.
This is for the Positivac.
Yeah.
Way to dramatically improve your sexual performance with Positivac, the medically approved vacuum therapy system that's 95% effective, guaranteed. Simply apply the gentle suction of the Positivac system, and within 4
He's
minutes,
above him
you'll
in an inner tube
experience
spinning around.
Poking her.
performance.
Wait, how long does it take? Can we go back? I want to see within 4.
You'll experience
No, look back.
sexual performance.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. Simply apply the gentle suction of the Positivac system, and within 4 minutes, you'll experience
4 minutes? Can we try this shit?
Oh, I guess what you got to do.
Yeah.
I guess. Could you pause a second? I guess what you do.
Hey,
is,
let's have a competition.
What's the competition?
Who can get harder faster with the Positivac?
Positivac.
Get Positivacs in here. That's a
We should
fun
have
game.
a Positivac.
Can we do this?
Let's all share one.
Yeah, let's share one.
We'll have to go to the website. And
We're gonna have to do
See
it.
if we get both our dicks in there. And
We're gonna have to
pump
do it
them
on the
up
honor
together.
system, though. We all take turns and see who can get it hard the fastest from the Positivac.
Oh, the Positivac.
The Positivac.
You pump it up, and then I guess there's a big rubber ring at the bottom. And after it's pumped up, you slide the rubber O-ring off of the bottom of the Positivac onto your dick, and it like squeeze it like a fucking balloon party balloon.
Exactly. It's
That's
like
gotta
And it's
hurt.
supposed to hold the shit in
a
there,
cock ring.
the blood in there, so you could fuck. And then after you fucking come, you take the ring off.
Do you ever do a cock ring?
Yes.
I've never done that.
Why?
It just looks silly.
It looks like it hurts.
It does. It looks. You're right. It does look
It
silly.
looks kind of silly.
But it gives, like, dicks get hard, but when you
Do they?
have a fucking, yes. I mean, we all get hard on but when you have a fucking ring around the bottom, when it's comfortable, like if it's not comfortable, sometimes it just grabs your dick skin and it's like wearing a fucking tight turtleneck sweater.
Really?
But when it's comfortable and when you have it fitted around your dick and balls and it's a rubber one, like an O-ring, it fucking, the turgidity of your dick.
Oh, my precious.
You're afraid to touch the tip because you're afraid it's just going to burst with blood all over the fucking... It's a good rod.
Really?
No, it's a good rod.
Oh, so maybe these Positivac people are getting big rods.
Yeah, but that's basically just a cock ring, but you got to put it over your balls. And they're a
What?
little uncomfortable.
Are you kidding? That's where you put it?
No, I mean, your dick...
Like behind the nuts?
Yeah, of course, to hold all the blood. You feel silly because your balls are all crunched up. It looks like your arms and legs are out, pointing.
Yeah, see, I couldn't do that, man.
Oh, God.
Yeah, see, I don't know what that tie-off is on the end.
It's got a wire around it.
Yeah, that's a fucking...
That's a homemade.
Show me a real cock. I've had a couple that vibrate, which I didn't like. No, that's too much. That's fucking crazy.
That's a belt.
That's a strap on there.
That's suspenders for your dick.
All right, how about
Oh, God.
You just
That's good.
That's a big metal one.
One ring to rule them all. That's what it looks like around his fucking cock.
A rubber one grips. Yeah, that's even looks painful.
Am I led to believe there's one there that actually has a ball that goes up your ass? Is that what that one is?
Where?
Top row? Yeah. What the fuck is...
That looks great. This is the tightest stainless steel cock ring and double anal ball.
Oh, wow. What's that called? From the Fun Collection. I don't know. I don't understand that.
That's
Stainless
crazy.
steel?
Wow.
Well, you don't want shit all staining up your toys.
No, but I
Easy
want
cleaning.
rubber. I want a rubber, like a hard rubber. You want a little bit of elasticity in there.
Yeah.
I don't want stainless steel around my
I
dick.
don't.
How about that?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I have.
I would just feel like I don't know, I would look stupid.
You feel a little, it does.
Or silly.
But when you're fucking and you don't, and a girl doesn't care, it's almost like when a girl isn't as wet, if she has to like lick her pussy or whatever, or you have to like lick your hand or lick her. What mistake?
The split head shit.
Oh, yeah.
What is that about?
Why are you cutting your
Who are
dick's
you
head in
mad
half?
at?
Wow, someone's really
Everybody,
pissed.
right?
Yeah, that's just mad.
Why would you do that?
I don't know, but it's hard to look at.
Your dick is so sacred, and then you fucking take a blade to it and cut the head in half? I don't get that.
Looks like those hot dogs that split on the grill, too.
What is that about,
Much
though?
heat.
Does anyone know?
I don't know.
Besides a lot of anger?
It is a lot of anger at your penis. You're very angry at your penis.
Is it a thing, though,
Cut it in half.
for something we don't understand?
I don't know. I can't watch that.
I never understood the bifurcation.
Yeah. Where are we with the rest of the Positivac?
Oh, yeah, the Positivac.
We got to hear the creepy guys
We're at PD
giving
Green.
the testiclemonials.
First time around, I'm going, wow, it really works.
Now you and the one you love can enjoy complete sexual pleasure and satisfaction anytime with no pills, no doctor visits. Positivac is a clinically proven vacuum
A guy
therapy
comes
system,
over.
not a pill.
Hey, I just
It results in less
I just
than
pumped
4
my cock
minutes,
up.
not
Let's go.
hours, and there are no harmful side
Yeah,
effects.
we're on the clock.
Therapy is so safe and
Yeah, 'cause it's got to be like a tire with a slow leak, you know?
Now, Positivac is approved by almost
You're right, man. They're all creeps.
Yeah.
in the country. You pay nothing up front, so there's no waiting for reimbursement. We even take care of the paperwork for you.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
That's the only way to go. I'm telling you, I've tried everything, and I know if you don't give it.
To try a hot girl?
You're going to be
Oh, look at this guy.
all you can be, or you're not going to be all you can be. And this helps you be all you can be.
He's a rapist. He pumps up before he rapes.
Yeah.
Dial this 1-800 number after this commercial. Why take the best part of life out of your life when you can have life?
So what? These guys can't do dick pills?
I don't know.
They got some
It's
medical
probably too
issues?
expensive or whatever.
Yeah, they don't want to take a. Who wants to take a pill? You can see my hand go up in the back.
Positivac is covered by Medicare and most insurance companies.
I bet if you dangled a fucking girl in front of these guys that wasn't their dumb fuck wives, they would get a rod.
You think it's this the wife?
Oh, of course it is. Complete confidence and sexual performance with the Positivac.
I don't know, man.
Vacuum, you dick.
I know this. We should get one and have some kind of competition.
Well, absolutely. We should figure out something. We got to order some Positivacs.
Yeah.
Wonder how much they cost.
Yeah, let's take a look. Let's do a little Google gander. That's what I call it. I'm going Googling for something.
Google gander?
Yeah, I'm going
that's
Googling.
cute. Yeah. So it's just all full of all that stuff. What about you know what? Also, I see that other commercial for they're showing a graphic, an animation
Of how it works.
of how the Positivac works, and they got a computer-generated rod and.
And they're showing the blood flow with arrows going through it in the ring.
Wow. As soon as you take that ring off,
Back to nothing. Wow, that's funny.
that is funny.
Back to nothing.
Oh, boy.
And then they got to show these erectile dysfunction commercials with guys for either Cialis or Viagra, where they're real manly men. They know what to do in manly situations, but I can't get a rod. I'd rather be able to get a rod than know that I got to put water in my radiator of my vehicle. That guy's driving around. He's like, yeah. He goes to the gas station. They're playing like the cool music. He points at the guy at the gas station. He's like, yeah, I know to put some water in my radiator.
You're at an age where you know how to get things done.
Yeah, except the fucking boner. Can't get a fucking boner.
You can do everything except procreate the species, which turtles can do.
I would imagine it's got to suck, but I mean, a vacuum though.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And then they show that the woman making the bed in the background of one of the shots, and it's kind of a depth of field thing. You know, she's out of focus, and then in focus is the night table with the Positivac just sitting on it.
Ugh.
Like, that's really got to get the woman all excited.
Of course.
Oh, the Postivac's out.
You know, there's a few pubic hairs on the Positivac.
Oh, God.
Posty or Post?
Postivac.
But there's no I in the thing.
It's Postivac.
Oh, I got you. Postivac.
Yeah. Like Mr. T.
Let's go to Phil in D.C. Phil Connors.
Hey.
Come on, guys.
What's up,
Hey.
Phil?
Hey, I'm a fireman down here in usually a couple times a year we get sent down to the hospital because there's someone with a stainless steel cock ring that we have to cut off with a whizzer saw.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Wait, so how...
What happened?
He has to cut cock rings off guys
wow.
a couple times a year.
What is, are they doing, are they doing pills or something too and they just can't get the dick soft?
Yeah, I guess it gets too tight or whatever and they can't get it off, so the hospital will call us and we got to go down and usually a long process. We got to cut it off and then one has to stay there and spray water on it because it heats up on the guy.
What do you use? What do you use to cut it off with? A grinder or something?
Yeah, like a whizzer saw, like a grinder, like you cut them
Holy
up
shit!
with.
And what do you like? You got to put something in between.
Yeah, we actually have. We usually take like old spoons from the firehouse and we flatten them with a hammer and stick it in between. So they don't,
the guy's got to feel like a real ass.
Yeah, especially if he's a little awful dick. But to have firemen working on your cock would be pretty cool.
Firemen's working on your
Get to
cock.
work, boys. Fix this.
Free this. Free my cock.
But yeah, that's the event. They're always metal ones, right, bro?
What's that?
They're always metal ones?
Yeah, they're usually stainless steel. I wasn't working, but the worst one they ever had was a guy took like a lead weight you'd put on like a bar you'd lift weights with. He put his whole cock and balls to it and got it stuck. It took him a couple hours to cut that off.
That's a rough one. How come their dicks won't go soft after that?
I guess the blood can't get out.
Oh, okay.
Man.
Yeah, I like the little
rot off.
The rubber one that Danny clicked on. It's a hard rubber, but you can manipulate it off. Yeah, absolutely. You can stretch
it a little bit.
The fear is that when you're putting it on, you're going to let it snap and it's going to land on your ball or dick.
But why ruin a good cock ring? Why don't you guys just slice the dick off and save the cock ring?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or slice the side of it with a razor and bloodlet.
Or get some saliva on it.
Yeah.
They won't pay me enough for that.
Yeah, I guess not.
Or show the guy a girl.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Exactly.
I know straight guys are using them too. All right, Phil, thank you.
All right, let's punch it out. Thanks.
Phil in Washington, D.C. there. Have a good day.
I've had some good sex with a cock ring on, man.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I've had some.
I don't know, man.
You put a little bit of fucking oil on your dick, and you fucking... A little Earl. Put a little Earl on there, and you start fucking. It's great.
Let's do some fucking...
You ever use the one with the little... It's got the little vibrator thing on
I have.
top?
I didn't like it. I don't need all the bells and whistles. Just give me a little ring to wrap around my dick. It looks silly. It looks like a Shakespeare cock. But yeah, I didn't care for that. I didn't need all that.
No.
Well, it's not for you.
Oh, well, it's for her pleasure.
Her pleasure.
Well, if it's for her pleasure, they get her a better dick. Get her a real cock in there.
No accessories to tickle your fucking taint?
No, I don't need any of that.
None of that stuff?
No. If I wanted to get her pleasure, I'd let Ant fuck for me. Hop in there, Ant.
I have no ambition to use the cock ring. I really don't really want to.
You take a pill?
No. I don't like the pills. I don't know.
Those are fun.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Just to have that extra oomph.
Yeah.
It's a weird. It's sometimes it's just like you feel like Superman. Really, it's just like you have a cock of steel, and you can
cock of steel.
Yeah, you can break things with it.
that powerful.
I'm just trying to get back to being Clark Kent. I don't need to be Superman. I just want to go from being Christopher Reeve at the end of his life to Clark Kent.
One time it wasn't like prescription, like there were these over-the-counter things, and I didn't buy them; they were given to me. And I just figured I would throw them away because I'm like, am I really going to take these fucking things? And I figured, let me give this a shot because let me see what happens. This is really a rip-off. Like, how am I ever going to know? So I took them by myself, and I was just sitting there watching TV, and my dick was raging hard for about 3.5 hours. It was like, it was fantastic.
It really worked.
Well, I did some research. It was called Rock Hard Weekend.
Rock Hard Weekend.
And I'll tell you, it definitely worked. And I'll say that with a D in the past tense because I think there was a little investigation involved, and it turns out the active ingredient of Viagra was in these things.
Oh,
so
really?
the FDA came down pretty hard. You can't get them in the same way anymore.
Rock hard weekend.
But boy, oh boy, those things worked.
Yeah. And then you're all alone with a fucking rod.
Hey man, I don't care. There's a lot of porno out there, my friend.
Yeah.
There's a lot of porno.
You ever walk around by yourself with like a fucking Viagra rod and just look at yourself in the mirror? Like you just walk by and you stop. Like this is what a girl would see if I just walked into the room with my fucking raging boner.
Oh, shit.
I snap fucking.
You gotta take photos.
I do.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, please.
Yeah, you snap some pics.
I got a good one. Yeah, I do it from the angle in the mirror. Well, obviously, but I don't do it from the above angle. I do it from the mirror so to get the perspective of the body, and I have the shirt to cover my stomach.
You got to get the forced perspective.
Yeah, I don't want
Make it
anybody
look
to
all
see
nice.
my gut.
Aw.
It's not much of a gut.
Yeah, but it's still enough to take away from the what's the word? Picturesque erection.
The rod.
Yeah, but those things are cool. I wish I could still get them in the same
Give Viagra
formula.
But Viagra fucks you up that day. Like Viagra makes you very, very intensely hard, but it makes you very congested, and you see weird blue streaks.
Jesus, I don't do that shit.
And a bad headache.
So why don't you take a little bit of it then?
You can, but I think it all kind of affects you that way. Cialis can last for up to 3 days in your system, which I like. Like 2 days later, a girl says hi, and you're like, oh, fuck. This is what it's like to be a male?
No, Cialis is better than Viagra?
Not immediately. Like, if you got a fucking an hour, take a Viagra.
Cialis, though, if you're planning ahead.
If you're going on a date tonight, and it's like in the afternoon, and you just want it in your system, it works very fucking well. Levitra kind of fell off the map, it seems. No one talks about Levitra anymore.
Yeah,
that's the RC Cola of erection pills.
Yeah, I almost said the tab, and I realized you covered it with RC Cola. Why repeat the joke with a different soda?
I tried them. They're all fun, but
yeah,
nothing beats just the regular the classic Viagra, I think.
Yeah,
just take it, it works.
It's hard to come on them sometimes, though, if you take too much. It can be difficult to come.
I don't come into quantities like that.
Let me go to Rick. He actually met the inventor of the Positivac.
Oh.
Is this true, Rick, or you just want to get on the radio today?
No. I was working for a moving company, and we had to move some stuff for him. And this guy, he lives like in a warehouse. On one side is a warehouse, on the other side he rebuilt it all so he can. It's in the worst part of town, and it's just, the guy's like I said, he showed us the invention and everything, and we had to move like a 2,000-pound safe up these creaky old stairs because he's cheap as hell.
Well, he's probably not selling a lot of Positivacs because you got dick pills.
Yeah.
His car, he's got like a nice car, and it's all cracked up.
Yeah. All right, dude.
This guy's a rat.
Yeah, you really are
just
a rat.
A busybody.
All right, thank you,
It's
Rick.
not even good info. He's like, his car sucks.
His car sucks. He's got a safe.
Yeah.
By the way, Rock Hard Weekend is for sale at every truck stop.
Yeah, exactly. But if the asshole had feedback then would have listened to me in the first place, they changed the formula. Whatever the active ingredient is, like pseudonephrin or whatever, it's not in there anymore.
Not going to work.
They did that to one of our big sponsors.
Yes.
I forgot the...
What was that? Some weight loss thing or some speed thing.
Was it Stacker? It was probably Stacker 2.
Yeah.
Stacker 2 was a massive advertiser on our show for many years at
People
NEW.
loved it. It was fucking like
fucking
crack.
Coke pills.
And then the FDA...
Coke pills.
FDA caught up with them.
One time I ate so many, I thought my heart was going to explode.
Yeah, I think that's why they changed it, because some people did.
Yeah. So they continue to sell it, but they changed it all around.
Yeah, and it didn't work as good and
I don't
wasn't
think
as
so.
fun, I think.
I think. I'm not sure. I don't feel like getting sued by those assholes.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
People buy it, all this stuff.
I know they had a problem.
Because it works, and then they go, hey, this stuff works too good. And then they fuck it all
They
up.
fuck it up. They nerf it. They nerf that shit.
So you're watching this new fucking channel?
I was very excited about some of the old programs. The Odd Couple, fucking fun. This episode was on last night where Oscar saves Felix's life, and Felix is indebted to Oscar, and just the whole episode is so your basic story that has been done 1,000 times, where now Oscar's trying to make it look like he's in a life-threatening situation so Felix can save him. And they could say, well, we're even. But every time Oscar does it, Felix falls into a situation where his life is threatened again, and Oscar has to save him again.
That's a funny fucking
It's just
idea
so
for a
goddamn
show.
and those two are just ridiculously
They were great
funny.
together.
And, Murray was in that episode.
How many years was that on?
Oh, man.
How many original episodes?
I don't fucking know.
Back then, shows didn't last as long as they do today.
I don't know.
Now these shows could go, what, 10 years?
Yeah.
Easy. Back then, it was 3 or 4 tops for some of these.
I want to say
Big
60.
hits.
I'll say 68 to 74.
Oh, wow.
Or thereabouts.
Okay.
I don't know. But, yeah, there's all those shows. But like I said, the Hover Round takes me where I want to go.
Now,
where will it send me?
They went to the Grand Canyon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they went to the Grand Canyon with a Hover Round. And went off-roading with it.
Some of these new vehicle things for the elderly, because there's many different ones.
Yeah.
They're getting some shit done out there.
Are they?
I see people tooling down the sidewalk, and some of them, these things go so fast they're in the road.
Very dangerous.
And just flying along with traffic.
Very dangerous.
There's one old lady I'm trying to film so bad. I feel like she goes 30 miles an hour in her
Really?
thing. I can't keep up with her. And she does it in the road. She says, fuck the sidewalk.
Probably
I
not
got to get
allowed.
some speed.
I bet she's not allowed to be on the road.
I don't know which one it is, but maybe she took the governor out, remember?
Took the governor.
Take the governor out. Go
out
out
the
faster.
governor. Yeah, disconnected the governor.
I don't know, but this thing I see every once in a while goes flying down the street. I don't think it's a hover round, though.
There's that. There's, and you're watching the show. You're all you're laughing. It's fucking nostalgic fun. And then, of course, Life Call comes on. Mm-hmm. You know, you press the button, and they got the fucking, the bathtub with the fucking door on it. So you got to get in, shut the door, the fucking watertight door.
Right. Look how badass that wheelchair looks. I gotta admit.
It is.
It's got a wheelie bar on it.
Look at that fucking
fucking
thing.
truck tires.
That's a wheelchair? That's a mini truck tire.
Badass.
Wow.
That's
Let me
badass.
tell you something, my friend. That thing hits 15 miles an hour.
You know what?
Damn.
All right.
Fucking cranking.
All right. You can do some things with that.
Look at this. 45-mile range. Look, sand, snow, real outdoor capability.
45-mile range. That's pretty good.
I'm going to pitch an idea right now.
What do you mean?
We
pretty
get
good?
one of those, and we get a Positivac, and we get hard-ons, and we ride down the boss's offices with our boners.
No. We joust with our boners.
Let's do some jousting.
We drive down the office.
Yeah, we just ride around the offices really fast with our fucking Positivac hard-ons. Waving them at everybody.
We tell people you have to blow in it to control them.
Positivac boner. Yeah.
What else is going on?
Oh, man. The hell else was...
I went to bed like
last
8:30, so I missed everything. If anything cool was going on last night, I fucking missed it.
I fucked my sleep up. That's why I was up late watching all these dumbass shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, crapped down on the couch at like 4 p.m. and woke up at like 8 at night.
Right.
And just said, okay, I'm screwed. And I was up until about 3 in the morning. Last thing that was on was like Mission Impossible, the original one, the TV series, which I crack up when they're trying to drill a hole in a wall where somebody is in the room.
Right.
And all they did was just not record the sound of the drill. They're trying to make it seem like a secret agent drill, a special one. And all you see is the drill's bit going around and making a hole in the wall. Yeah. But it's not making a sound. The guy's just at his desk. Right. He doesn't see a big hole being drilled because it's a secret fucking special IM Force drill.
Even though it's the exact same drill everyone has.
Yeah, it's a regular fucking drill.
Then record the sound.
But it's their, soundless drill.
That's cheap sound effect.
Yeah, and then Combat. Combat
I don't remember.
with Vic Morrow.
I don't remember that
whoopsie. Yeah, that was like an old black and white World War II show. Mm-hmm. There's so many of those old fucking shows. They play the Honeymooners. They got all the old shows. I'm just ending up to be one of those fucking like Howard Hughes guys that just sits in his house and watches these old fucking TV shows.
But the TV shows were way better back then.
I know. Well, you could sound bad saying that.
Are we sounding like our parents?
I agree, but you just sound silly saying shit like that.
Especially the funny shit, the sitcoms and stuff, because they didn't have the PC crap to deal with. As much.
Actually, like a lot of the shows weren't very good. I watched an episode of Cannon. Not very good.
Not good, huh?
Cannon.
So it doesn't hold up.
No, it doesn't hold up.
I would assume
again,
sitcoms hold up because funny's funny.
It's the nostalgia angle of it.
Yeah.
And you realize that every fucking guest star was somebody you recognized. Like, it's just somebody's like, oh, that guy. Like, I watched Gunsmoke, and Nick Nolte was in it. Fucking Nick Nolte. And he wasn't even like the big star of it. He gets shot.
Nick Nolte
did a good job.
Wow.
Spun around.
How many shows did you watch?
I watched a fuckload of old shows.
Obviously. All day long. All day long.
Gunsmoke. It was some fucking sheriff went like batshit in a town. And they threw him out, and he didn't want to be thrown out, so he came back with his guns.
Oh, no.
Started shooting people.
Blazing.
And the sheriff that went batshit was like Pa Engel's best friend from Little House on the Prairie, and Nick Nolte's in it, and then fucking some guy I recognized from Star Trek. Like, they all just had, it was all one big happy family back then.
Nice.
Every guest star was somebody.
I'd watch some of those shows.
Yeah, it was kind of fucking cool to watch.
A lot of those shows definitely have gone away. They used to be on, what, Channel 11 here in New York?
Channel 11, Channel 5. Now they're relegated to these exclusive, like I guess there's another channel called Antenna.
I don't know. I never heard of that one either.
I guess, what's the other one? Fuck, that used to be Nick at Night, and they turned it into TV Land.
Oh, TV Land.
TV Land
right.
is another one that plays all the old shows. Isn't Ralph Macchio doing something for TV Land? I think that's
what
why
he's doing here today, huh?
That's why he's here today.
I'm confused by Ralph Macchio because
I
met him at a Jets game.
Yeah.
And he's very aware of us, very aware of the show. He even said fellow Long Islanders doing well.
Yes.
And he goes, but I'll never do your show. And he was polite about it. He goes, I just don't do those type of shows. And I made the pitch, like, look, we're not like we used to be, blah, blah. He goes, oh, that's all well and good, but I'll never do your show.
Yeah, see.
He was nice, though. He was very nice. And I see he's booked, so I wonder what changed.
Maybe he heard it. Maybe someone he knows heard it and realized we're not quite as nasty to the guests as we used to be.
I didn't bring anything to get signed by him. I'm so stupid.
What's wrong with you?
Should have brought something from the Karate Kid.
I had a Karate Kid. Up the Academy, I didn't realize it was his first movie. He played Chooch.
Wow.
That was a funny movie done by Mad Magazine.
Yeah.
And Ron Liebman. Say it again. Starred in that. There was some very funny moments in Up the Academy by.
I think I've even seen that.
It's he goes to this military academy, and Ron Liebman plays the head of the academy. And it's the typical romp type, like these young guys cause a problem at the academy. It was 1980. It was fucking. I fucking howled.
Like a Porky's type of thing. Youngsters making things run amok.
Yeah, that was Ron Liebman's big line. He would always repeat that. Say it again. Say it again. It was actually,
really?
it was very funny.
Ron Liebman.
Ron Liebman. I forget who else was in it. Like, there's another name in there besides Ralph Macchio that I recognized.
What's the Macchio doing today? Do we have something on that?
He's happily divorced. Is the season finale tomorrow at 10:30. He's promoting that.
Oops.
All right.
All right. And that's TV Land, I guess.
Good.
TV Land.
Quick update on that guy in the Gary Carter jersey that ran out on the field.
Oh, I read this,
After the no-hitter.
Oh, boy.
He missed his son's first birthday while he was in jail.
He got arrested for running out on the field. And apparently, his son's first birthday he spent in jail.
That's
going to fuck things up.
That's a big family moment, that first birthday. Even though the kid's not going to remember.
Well,
but everyone else will remember that the father wasn't there because he needed to run on the field.
The kid will know because his friends and relatives will tell him.
And I guess they ban you for life, huh?
Oh, right. You get thrown out of the park for life. But how do they know?
In the end, yeah.
Fucking hundreds of thousands of people running through that place.
You take a year off, you put a hat on, I guarantee you're getting back in. How are they going to know?
They won't.
You never know.
Well, they have a face scanning technology at Citi Field.
Oh.
No, they don't. Wow. I saw your eyes.
But they were good.
Yeah, how do they know, though?
Woman from the wedding. It's like, identifies it as four faces. A big face woman from the wedding. It's like four different people come up.
Giant face.
Giant face.
Giant face. It made me laugh again yesterday.
It says Mount Rushmore.
Jimmy talked about Giant Face from Sam's
Land.
So he's banned for life.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
And he missed his son's first birthday because he had to jump on the field and not think.
Did we try to talk to that guy? Did we call him? I would like to talk to that guy.
He was in jail. Doesn't everyone know you get arrested for jumping on the field? And there's no fucking exceptions.
But it was a Friday
They
game.
will catch you, and you will get arrested.
And you will go to jail.
And you will go to jail.
For what, a day? Who cares?
Well, it's Friday night, though,
2
so
days?
the weekend.
Yeah, but if it's your fucking kid's first birthday, perhaps you should think of that first. Wow.
But I can see where you would take that.
I don't know. I don't like the idea of having a fucking record. Having a fucking arrest record, you know? Maybe if you have one already.
But it's a dumb one.
Still.
Even, potential employers would have to respect that.
Even so, you've been arrested.
They would go, oh, you got arrested? Yeah, and then you explain why. They're like, oh, all right. It's not that bad.
Jeez, man.
I don't know. Maybe not.
Keep a clean record.
Sue Simmons is leaving next week. Do you think they're tired of her fucking up?
What happened there?
She only fucked up a couple times, but they make it a huge deal. She's Sue Simmons is the
she half black and half white, or is she black? What I don't even know.
She's got a little white in her. Looks like highest paid anchor.
Local anchor, yeah.
No, in the country. Local anchors, yes.
Yes.
Really?
In the country, yeah. She's pretty much the highest paid.
What do you
one.
think she makes?
I don't know.
800,000 or more?
Probably $1 million.
No.
Probably over $1 million.
Yeah, I would think.
What was her What was her last fuck up? She took a softball to her tit or something. Do you have that one, E-Rock? It happened only a week or two ago.
Oh, again? She had another one?
You weren't here, maybe?
No, probably not.
I'm surprised. Ernie Anastas, right?
Yeah.
Said keep fucking that. Was it Ernie Anastas?
Yes, keep fucking that chicken.
How did that not
Keep
even?
fucking that chicken.
That was a
That
slip.
got nothing.
I know.
That got it didn't even.
Keep fucking that chicken.
The best part is the confidence he had. He had no idea he was
Keep
fucking
fucking
up.
that chicken.
Yeah, he had no idea he did fuck up even after he said it.
And nothing.
Is this the tit one?
Because there's a difference. When you say keep fucking instead of plucking, people know what you meant. A verbal slip like that is allowed.
Right.
They don't kill you for that. It's if you slip and you go, I went out and I fucked this girl, they'll kill you for it. But keep fucking that chicken, no one thinks you meant keep
fucking that chicken.
Yeah.
Oh my
Hit me in my breast.
How can you start all right fucked up? Yeah, this is her last fuck up.
Ball took a bad hop and hit me in my breast.
Are we on? In question, an urgent call for action.
Who cares?
It's
That's
a good
real
thing she
moments.
didn't say tit.
Yeah.
She said breast. That's fine.
And what was the other one? She thought she was recording a promo, but it was one of those live promos they do.
Yes, that was it.
You got that one at least, D-Rock?
That was a good one.
All right, hit that.
At 11, paying more at the grocer, but getting less. We'll tell you how to get the most. The fuck are you doing?
I like Sue Simmons.
Whoops.
I think they just didn't feel like paying her anymore.
Yeah, because no one cares about her.
Well, no one cares about local news as much as they used to, with all our phones and all that shit.
Local news is the worst fucking thing.
So they probably want to cut her drastically, and she probably said, man, you know what, maybe this is a good time to step out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who was she talking to when she said that? What had happened? She's like, what the fuck are you doing? Who's she?
Probably someone walking through the set or soming.
Yeah.
Fooling around with her
fuck are you
papers
doing?
or something. I don't know.
Yapping in her ear while she's talking, maybe. Yeah.
I think both of those things are no big deal.
Yeah. Fuck it. Who cares?
So she's leaving in another week?
I was watching
32 years on the news, by the way.
Wow.
Local news last night, right before Seinfeld came on or something. I just switched. And it's unwatchable. It's shit you heard or read at least that day. But usually it's the day before. Mm-hmm. And they play video clips of shit you saw already. Mm-hmm. I guess they're catering to old people that don't have the internet in any way. My phone, I have a jitterbug. With the big buttons, I don't get the videos or whatever. They wouldn't even know videos. I can't get programs on my phone. My programs.
I don't understand why they don't reinvent themselves. But then again, look what happened with radio and satellite radio. This was supposed to reinvent the whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what happens when you get this great opportunity. You're ahead of everybody and you fuck it up. Like with local news, you got a few things. When they tease a big sports game, I'm just calling it a sports game. But if you're into sports, you know if your team won or lost.
True.
So who are they teasing that for? People that don't give a fuck about sports that much, right?
And you could just get the score instantly anywhere.
So why, if you're in charge of local news in the sports department, are you still allowing your guys to tease, the score of a game?
Years ago, it made sense.
Of course,
there was nowhere to get the score.
You literally had to wait.
You're like, the game's over.
Right.
I don't know what the score was.
Right.
So
and they held you hostage. They literally would hold you hostage and go, well, we're going to tell you who won that game, but guess what? You're going to have to wait 4 minutes or whatever it was, right?
Now it's
instant. And then the other thing I don't understand is why they spend 5 to 6 minutes telling you the weather.
Yeah, that's
when all
thing.
we do is hit a fucking app on our phones and you know exactly what the day brings.
Got the fucking weather. It's just that's the way it's been, so that's the way it's got to be.
Well, why can't they reinvent that somehow?
What would the local news, what could they do to change because of the internet. Like, I can't see what they could do. They got to just go away.
No, just no more of the fucking teases. Like, no more dumb teases. No more of the little things they've done.
What do they have to offer that you can't get on the internet?
More interviews. People don't watch the internet a lot of times the way you watch the news, like while you're eating dinner. You don't look at your computer while you're living your life like you do with the TV on, in a lot of cases.
But you know it already.
Local shit.
Some cases you do.
know the news.
Local shit.
Interviews, stuff like that, stuff that you're not necessarily going to look up.
Right.
You can do, again, that type of stuff you can still do on local news. They just stop the cute shit and the teases and tell you what's coming up. Just give me the information, motherfucker, because I can look at it on my phone immediately.
They think that still works. I doubt that still works.
Oh, I can't see it working.
We do teases here, but it's more of a kind of a, I don't know
why. Yeah,
just to kind of give you
have a captive audience anyway.
Yeah, just to kind of give you an idea what we might talk about next.
Subscribers, no one's going anywhere.
Yeah, I know it's. I know it's not really holding people. It's more.
And even if
it's more of a service for the regulars to go. You know, next, we'll talk about the Miami 911 calls or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't even know why we do it. I guess
people they're subscribed, so it's like
it's a habit. It's what else do you say when you're signing off?
True.
Like when we're going to go to break. Commercial, like, you know, sometimes you go, all right, well, I guess coming back we'll talk about whatever. You know.
I don't believe it's holding people that much.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Someone's getting attacked.
I have my phone text thing on.
Sexting.
But I want to meet somebody who's coming in.
Oh,
it's PM. Okay.
Oh, who's coming in?
Hopefully not PMS because
who's coming in?
I thought it was AM. Dougie Fresh, but it's 7 p.m. I won't be available.
Oh.
Hey, did Roland explain to Penn Jillette that we just didn't have room for him yesterday? I tried to explain to him in the bathroom, but we only had a couple minutes.
More importantly, did Penn
7 a.m.
care?
Huh? What?
More importantly, did Penn care?
Yeah, he kind of did. He was bummed. He's like, I really wanted to do your show. And I go, Penn, I swear to you.
Yesterday was
We
full.
just had way too many guests. We didn't know where to put you yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday was
We had 3 people in a row. You can't.
Yeah, unless he came in, I guess, the crack of dawn or whatever you want to call it, to start of the show.
Does he have guests on his podcast or no? Or does he just do it solo?
The ones I've heard pretty much solo. Or it's like guests, but not like big A-listers.
He's got a co-host that
okay. So I'm doing a bunch of podcasts to promote my special. I'm doing like Rogan, Jay Moore, and Corolla, and I want to do Penn if he has people, or Kevin Smith if they have people. I don't even know if they do.
Yeah.
I don't think Burr does. I think Bill just does his.
Oh, it's
Hey, buddy.
Did explain to Penn. We like the Penn.
Yes, he understood. He just wanted to do the show, that's all.
Yeah, I said, dude, we have no fucking room.
Yeah, I told him, we were jammed up.
And he's one of those guests, too. You can't have him in with other people because he's, you know.
Yeah. I bet you him and Paul Williams would have been, they probably would have been, like, those are guys that probably for some weird reason would have liked each other.
Yeah.
Like
I told him we were talking to Paul Williams. He's like, really? I want to meet him. Where is he? He was all excited.
Yeah. There's some guests you could...
You stepped on him on a Penn.
Exactly, he's under your shoe.
Penn is a monster.
Yeah.
When you see him outside the studio when he's not sitting down,
tall.
he's a fucking monster.
Very
he's
tall.
Big.
Was he doing Howard or was he doing other shows? I didn't even know he was in the building yesterday.
He's doing Alex Bennett, Ron the Fez, and a few other shows.
Oh, all right. So he got some time on our channel. That's cool.
Oh, is the shuttle going down the Hudson now?
Well, they scraped the shuttle.
What?
You didn't see the paper?
No, they scrape it.
This thing has gone back and forth.
What'd they do?
To space a million fucking times, and they scraped it. They didn't figure out. They were going through. Where's the paper?
Well, actually, this one's the Enterprise. It never went into space.
Oh.
What were they scraping off it? Was it space barnacles or something? Martians?
It was used for in the atmosphere testing of the glide.
I did not know that.
The gliding.
Well, either way, they still scraped the fucking.
What was on it?
And some of the wing is now gone.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's in your
by mistake. I thought you meant they scraped it off
by
a ship
mistake.
for barnacles.
They
fucking did that.
They thought they had enough room to go through one of these tight spots.
When did this happen? Why wasn't I told?
In the water, and the fucking thing got scraped.
Oh man!
So now you got to fix it.
That's bullshit.
That is bullshit.
They hit a bridge.
Yeah,
what they hit? The Verrazano?
Oh, I don't know.
No,
I don't know if that's where they hit. I just saw the picture.
It's in the paper. It's a couple of pages in it.
I was watching Apollo 13 again. I can never not watch that movie.
That's
when
a
it's
great
on.
movie.
That is a great fucking movie,
It
man.
really is.
I didn't realize how good that was in '95 because it was right after Gump in Philadelphia, so you were a little Tom Hanks out at that point.
Yeah.
Like you're like a ride already, possibly third Oscar.
Another great Bill Paxton movie, too. This piece of shit's gonna get you home.
Oh, God, I forgot that. I was watching
Bill
it.
Paxton.
That was him in the yeah.
He's a
and
good
Kevin
actor.
Bacon. Yeah.
He's a really good actor.
Piece of shit's gonna get you home.
You think he plays the same guy every time?
Every single role he's in. Hatfield! Right, we get it.
What was the reading?
Let's put her in charge.
True Lies.
It's already here.
What happened with Hatfield and McCoy's there? Hatfields and McCoy's.
It was a 3-part miniseries.
Was it good?
It was good. I liked it. Yeah, I liked it.
You made it to the end?
Yeah, I did. It was pretty goddamn good.
Did they solve their differences by the end of it?
That feud just kind of petered out. People got tired of kind of killing each other, and it just kind of went away,
How many
really.
years
Did it end with a nice picnic or something?
No, it ended pretty badly, too. And
really?
And then, like, Bill Paxton's character, a couple of years later, he winds up in his little shitty house, and he has got a wood-burning stove or something going, and he accidentally catches himself on fire and burns to death.
Oh, my God.
That was pretty funny. Yeah, I'm burning to death. Ow! Someone get some water.
That's funny.
I love the Bill Paxton.
Yeah.
He's great.
Hey, Roland, how did we get Ralph Macchio? You were at the Jets game
Say it again.
when I met him.
What happened?
Yeah.
He said he would never do our show. He said it very politely, though.
Well, he said he had nothing going on at that time, and he was so like, "What I'll be doing there?"
Oh.
And now he wanted.
He was a little scared of our edginess, too.
Edginess.
I'm happy he's coming on.
Yeah, he turned around.
I have no problem with Ralph Macchio.
Yeah.
Well, I have a big issue with him.
He's a Long Island guy. He's kind of a Huntington guy, sort of.
Is that where in Long Island? Was it around
Kind of the Huntington area?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go local with him.
We'll go old school, local.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, we should take a break.
You're the best around.
No, we forgot yesterday, and here we go with the tease.
Oh.
But I think it's more of an excitement thing. We got the 911 calls from the Miami
good.
face-eating attack.
Oh, from face-eating guy.
Yeah.
And I have something to talk about with my ex.
Next?
What?
Coming up.
The Opie and Anthony Channel. Sirius XM.
Oh, Mimi Beardsley, could you eat my ass? Mimi Beardsley, haven't you done this before? Mimi Beardsley, worst name ever. Mimi Beardsley, Mimi Beardsley. Oh, Mimi Beardsley, oh, my dick smells like Mimi Beardsley. Could you eat my ass? Mimi Beardsley, worst name ever. Mimi Beardsley, Mimi Beardsley. Are you fucking any Negroes? Do you have any friends who'll eat my ass? Have some bootleg alcohol. You're a virgin, aren't you? Smell these poppers. Her name is horrible. It's a real cock softener. Why don't you take care of my baby brother? Oh, look, his cock went back into the left. Back into the left. His cock went back into the left. Back into the left. Oh, Mimi Beardsley, could you eat my ass? Mimi Beardsley, haven't you done this before? Mimi Beardsley, worst name ever. Mimi Beardsley, Mimi Beardsley. Oh, Mimi Beardsley, oh, my dick smells like Mimi Beardsley. Could you eat my ass? Mimi Beardsley, worst name ever. Mimi Beardsley, Mimi Beardsley. His cock went back into the left. Back into the left. His cock went back into the left. Back into the left. His cock went back into the left. Back into the left. His cock went back into the left. Back into the left. Oh, Mimi Beardsley, could you eat my ass? Mimi Beardsley, haven't you done this before? Mimi Beardsley, worst name ever.
ever. Mimi Beardsley. Mimi Beardsley. Oh, Mimi Beardsley. Oh, my dick smells like Mimi Beardsley. Could you eat my ass, Mimi Beardsley? Worst name ever, Mimi Beardsley. Mimi Beardsley. Oh, Mimi Beardsley. Oh, Mimi Beardsley.
Sirius XM. And now, the Opie and Anthony Show.
My fellow Americans, I'm pleased to tell you today that I've signed legislation that will outlaw Russia forever. We begin bombing in 5 minutes.
Oh, that Reagan was a hoot.
He was kidding, right?
No, he actually bombed Russia and the world ended.
Why did he say that?
He was fucking around.
He was testing the mic.
Yeah.
It was a hot mic. He didn't know it. He was just thought he was testing. And, yeah, he was making some fun and laughs.
Who's the asshole that decided to give it to the press, though?
Yeah.
Back then, it was a little harder to get shit out there.
Yeah.
I guess Reagan died 8 years ago.
Wow. Yes.
He would have been 101.
Oh, boy.
He made it to 93, though.
He never would have made it.
Wait a minute, that's 8 years ago?
Yeah.
When Nancy Reagan had, like,
What?
the army guy.
Oh, holding her by the coffin.
Remember?
Yeah.
She had that escort the whole time.
Yeah.
That's 8 years ago?
Yep.
I don't remember.
Fuck.
Why'd she have the escort? Was she too weak or just...
That was just, a military guy.
Yeah, he's got to get her arm.
Big fucking tough military guy was going to help her get through it.
How old is she?
Fallen.
She's got to be well into her 90s as well.
Yeah.
She just met the Romneys recently. The Romneys came by to get her endorsement.
She's always teetering over.
Who gives a fuck who Nancy Reagan likes?
I
Who
know.
gives a fuck?
This whole
she's
endorsement
Reagan.
thing has gotten
Stinks.
weird. I think it. Oh, there's Penn. Penn's on CNN right now. Because I said, I go, how would he come by today? He goes, I'm busy tomorrow.
Yeah.
So there you go.
That's TV.
Yeah, it's a wash. We wanted him today.
On the TV.
He was able to do yesterday.
Yeah.
Now, the endorsement thing, how did that get out of hand?
I don't know. It just seems like it used to be like newspapers would endorse, and that was kind of a big thing because newspapers had credibility.
Right. Past presidents are important, I'm sure.
Now it's
even
like-
though they're going to do the party thing.
Now it's like, who gives a shit who Sarah Jessica Parker endorses with her stupid party? Ugh.
Oh, that commercial drove you nuts.
Oh, did that drive
we get
me
that?
fucking crazy.
Which one did you see? There's a couple.
There's a couple different ones?
Yeah. There's Sarah Jessica Parker's is not bad.
No, it's bad.
The dinner one?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
bad.
Oh, you saw a
It
couple
drove
other ones?
Anthony nuts.
I saw a worse one.
Really?
Yeah.
I just don't like her bullshit.
So where do we find these?
Just go online. Look up her and then Anna Winter
yeah?
from the editor of Vogue. who-
Oh, Anna. Oh, that's different.
But the endorsement thing, getting back to that for a second, then your favorite band, you got to wait for them.
Yeah,
Who are
really?
they going to endorse? And,
Really?
and it gets down to Nancy Reagan, well into her 90s.
What the fuck? What she?
Finally endorsed the Romneys,
Oh,
and I guess
good.
that's important.
Because the Reagan name, because she fucked the guy who helped the country.
Right.
Of course she was going to endorse the Republican candidate. Of course.
Yes. Hello.
But the Anna Winter one was more annoying.
Anna,
not Edgar.
Ah.
What's going on with this? Obama's coming to town to do some dinners or something?
Obama is coming to town.
Because you can win a
He'll
dinner.
tax you when you're sleeping. He'll fuck you when you're awake.
He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake.
No, that's the actual song, Chip. Yeah. What are you doing there?
Song, don't butcher it.
The Sarah Jessica Parker one brags that he created 4 million new jobs.
Yeah, yeah.
And that drove Anthony nuts yesterday
It's like,
morning.
could
We never
you-
got to it yesterday.
Could you just not fucking talk about the job situation?
Well, she wouldn't
Jobs
lie.
are horrendous.
She wouldn't lie. He created
Oh, yeah?
4 million new jobs.
Oh, he probably did, and then lost fucking 10 million.
Well,
It's
maybe that's how it works.
It's such a load of
Didn't
shit.
mention that part. No, where is he at with jobs? About even?
About
even? A little lower? A little higher? Where are we at?
No, job situation's terrible.
Where are we at?
The last numbers, only around 60,000 new jobs.
All right, that's good.
And they were expecting
That's good.
no, they were expecting a lot more. But I think 8.2% unemployment. It's just a wreck. That's the real key.
But wasn't the unemployment a little higher a few months ago?
Yeah, it got up into the 9s.
And then it went from 8.1 to 8.2. Is that what they're saying?
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah. It's just lingering in a bad place for much too long is what's happening, and we don't really see the president doing anything huge for jobs. He's doing he's I don't know what he's campaigning his ass off is what he's doing. And how about some jobs? How about you work?
What kind of jobs?
For well, one thing that would really be good, and I know it's not the end all do all for jobs, but how about you fucking give a go ahead for the Keystone Pipeline from Canada?
That's too scary.
And that
was too scary.
A few jobs in there. How about you pull some restrictions on some of the refineries? Get some jobs in there, and at the same time, you're being a little more self-sufficient with some Earl and whatnot. But I'm an asshole. What do I know? Whenever Anthony talks politics, he fucking sounds like an asshole. I'm with Anthony 100%. He rules. Anthony's the biggest asshole I've ever heard. He should keep his mouth shut and just do jokes. Anthony should run for president. He's a genius politically. That's what I read every fucking day.
That's why the whole thing's ridiculous.
Yes.
One guy could hate your guts, and the next guy fucking thinks you're God's gift.
It's exactly that, yes.
I imagine I'm somewhere in the middle. So there you go.
Yeah.
So relax, everybody.
Exactly.
I know people fucking hate me, and I know people love me.
Right.
So.
That's what happens.
Right.
It's just trying to make a
I
balance.
don't know what to tell you.
It's just trying to balance it out.
I don't know what to tell you, right.
I only get positive feedback.
Do you?
Well, that's good,
Only.
Jimmy.
Jimmy's the only one in the world.
The negative feedback I get is, Jim, you're as good as it gets. I wish there was more of you.
Oh, see, that's very negative.
How do I hear more Jim Norton? That's what I get.
That's negative.
No.
Mimi Beardsley.
Good. I'm so happy.
I like that one.
Yas.
I don't mind that being stuck in my head.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Mimi Beardsley.
Worst name ever.
Where's
the live version?
We can't find the Sarah Jessica Parker commercial.
Look up Anna Wintour, Wintour. She's the editor of Vogue, and The Devil Wears Prada was based on her. Apparently, she's a real cunt. I've never met her.
Oh, really? You think?
And she looks like Harry Dean Stanton. I would like to fuck her.
You think
though.
she takes pride in the fact that people think she's a kid?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. She maybe think it's completely uncalled for. Maybe she does like it. I have no idea.
You know, out of all the words out there, I just don't like saying cunt.
Why?
I don't know.
It's a great
I
word.
like it.
I really don't like saying it for
I
whatever
love
reason.
it. I love saying it. I love shouting it. I love insinuating it. I love texting it.
I'll change it up a little bit so it's softer or something.
Yeah?
I don't know what it is with that word. That
That's
one,
a good one.
That's one I just don't like saying.
Oh, it's wonderful.
I think people should be allowed to say it.
Yeah,
I'm not one
it
of those
fits.
guys.
I
but-
try not to overuse
But
it.
from my personal, I don't know. Just
You don't like it in your arsenal?
Not really.
Oh, I love it. Well, I'll say it
word.
for you. She's a cunt. That's what I hear.
All right, here's the commercial with her from
which
Vogue.
one is this?
Don't be late.
It's what's happening is they're doing Sarah Jessica Parker. It's the same thing as having a dinner thing with Anna Wintour and Michelle Obama.
Why would you want to? Why would you want to have dinner with her?
I don't mind Sarah Jessica Parker. I'm guessing that she put so much money into it. I'm guessing Anna Wintour bought her way in or did something in Vogue, you know.
Right.
And they showed this during the MTV Awards. No one at the MTV Awards gives a fuck about Sarah Jessica Parker, or especially this bitch.
You know what? MTV Movie Awards ratings down 29% from last year.
Yeah, big competition this year.
What was it?
Game of Thrones,
the
the
Game
fucking
of-
playoffs.
Right.
Killed them.
Game of Thrones. I watched
But it was
that.
also a bad show, man.
Yeah.
And it sucked, yeah.
Russell Brand sucked.
But I
as the
watched Game of
host.
Thrones. I watched this annoying. There is something sexy about her, believe it or not. Like, I'm guessing she's a submissive sexually because she's such a dominating fucking lady. I'd love to give her a good dicking.
You think you can slide one in her shithole?
Well.
See, I don't mind
man.
saying stuff like that.
Yeah.
No.
But say cunt. That's bad.
But I'll bet
I know
you
it
that
doesn't make
she's.
sense.
I'll bet you she's a sub.
You think?
That's my opinion. Yes, just a guess.
All three holes?
She's got an Anne Romano hairdo.
Yeah, I don't know about her. She's not ugly for a man woman.
That's the new look the broads are doing.
Yeah.
It's the bangs, but they're the low-hanging bangs.
And then they got a bob going, bob cut.
Where the bangs almost tickle their eyeballs.
Yeah.
The bangs are actually lower than their eyebrows.
Yeah, was The Devil Wear Prada, was it a fun movie? Like, did it seem like she's a completely twat? Or
Of course, because it's Hollywood, it has to turn around by the end a little bit. And, you know.
I've never seen it.
And the devil there becomes a little softer. Yeah.
Let's see this.
I don't remember how good that movie was. I did see it. I do remember I didn't fucking outright hate it, but
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, let's watch this.
Yeah.
This commercial stinks.
Hi, I'm Anna Winter, and I'm so lucky in my work that I'm able to meet some of the most incredible women in the world. Women like Sarah Jessica Parker and Michelle Obama. These two wonderful women and I are hosting a dinner along with the president in New York City to benefit the Obama campaign on June the 14th. It'll be a fantastic evening, and you can join us. We're saving the 2 best seats in the house for you, but you have to enter to win. You can enter right now by going to barackobama.com/New York Night. Sarah Jessica and I both have our own reasons for supporting President Obama, and we want to hear yours. So please join us, but just don't be late.
Ugh. I hate the 2 different camera angles they were cutting between, which you can't see when you're listening to it.
Well, that means she fucked up the copy.
But there is something sexy about her. I'll be honest. She's not a fucking unfuckable woman.
She's 70 years old.
Fuck that.
How old is she?
I guess she's been around for a while. How old is she, Dan? Can we you put Anna Wintour in quotes.
Look, I don't mind an older broad, but how do you
She's
say
62?
How do you say she's sexy?
There's something sexy about her.
Ugh.
Let me see. I'd let her suck my dick.
I heard she was hot back in what they call the day.
Yeah.
Was she?
And I like her because she's really ritzy and proper. I wouldn't mind paddling her bottom. I wanted Barack Obama and Michelle Obama.
Dude, she would step on your head.
No, she wouldn't.
Barack.
She would have her pussy eaten well.
Yeah?
She would have her fucking pussy eaten like a champ.
Let's call her and ask her.
I'm going to come now. No, you're not. I'd slap the lips a little. Ooh. Yeah, but I hear. Let me see that. That's not her.
Oh, what? I don't know what that is. What was Sarah Jessica Parker's, though?
Yeah, you got that one?
She was pulling a carriage through Central Park.
Yes.
She said
she's getting ready for the Belmont.
Exactly.
Is that her boyfriend?
I don't know.
Oh, God.
Probably her son. Your son. Where's the Sarah Jessica one?
Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
Married man, are you?
That's the good one. That's the one where she lies. Lying sack of shite.
Well, she's doing the best she can.
She's probably technically right, but misleading.
I kind of think she looks sexy in her commercial.
She doesn't look bad at all.
Who, Sarah Jessica Parker?
Yes, she looks good, actually.
She didn't look bad.
God.
She didn't look bad.
Oh, we need volume.
In Iraq, the guy who says you should be able to marry anyone you want, and the guy who created 4 million new jobs. President
shut up.
Obama and Michelle are coming to my house for dinner on June 14th, and I want you to be there too. But you have to go to joinobama.com for your chance to win, and the contest ends tomorrow night. So go right here, right now, because we need him, and he needs us.
I'm Barack Obama, and I approve this message.
You know, I got to ask you, if you're the winner and you go to one of those dinners, do you eat? Do these people actually eat with the president in the room?
No fucking way. They
Are
do
you just
a meet and
nibbling a
greet.
little bit?
It's like the VIP section and then the VVIP section that we went to the Springsteen thing.
Oh, right.
And saw. That's probably what that is. You probably sit at the kid table.
Right.
They have the big adults table where the president is, and then you sit at the little kids table.
No, you're probably at the table with him.
You think?
Absolutely. You're probably sitting there.
Really?
There's probably a table for like 8 people or whatever. Yeah. And it's probably him and Michelle, Anna Winter, her fucking guy, whoever she's with, Sarah Jessica Parker, whoever she's with. There's probably 10 or 12 people out there, but you're probably at the table with
How
him.
many people? We don't even know.
You probably
You sure?
take a group photo, and I'm
Could
guessing.
you pass the ketchup?
Yeah, Mr. President, could you pass the salt or something?
Give me some salt.
Yeah.
Would you just pig out?
Yeah.
I would
yeah.
eat everything. I would just
You'll
fucking eat the whole
fucking start
time.
playing footsie with Michelle Obama on her giant foot.
I'd be nervously eating, picking on people's plates. Are you hungry? I'm still hungry. Can I have any more? Get any pretzels with mustard? I'm still hungry.
Like handsy.
I would be clearing out my my food pocket the entire time.
Christ on a pony.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It sounds stupid. It sounds stupid.
All right. Woo! Yeah. So you think you really get to sit there, though? I don't. I bet not.
You think there's like a kid table for the winner?
Yeah, I bet the fucking Secret Service don't want you that close.
Yeah, I don't think you get to sit.
I don't know.
Absolutely, I bet you do.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
With fucking Sarah Jessica Parker? I'm sure you don't get a fucking place where you can actually talk with them.
Yes.
How great would it
No
be?
way.
if-
You're probably way down the end of the table with some
No,
other
the president. You probably
with
offer
the
some
press.
No, it's a fucking press thing. It's a contest. Yeah.
Yeah.
You might be in the same room, but you're not that.
You get
close
to meet
the
them.
president.
I'm telling you,
Well, I'm sure you get a meet and greet and a picture, but I bet you're not sitting right up there where you could have a conversation with him and Sarah Jessica Parker. There's probably, how many fucking people are there? There's probably a giant table.
Yeah.
It's probably a bunch of tables.
I don't think it's even in our house, is it?
Yes. It's probably literally dinner at a table in her house.
How many people? Why aren't they
Sitting
telling
there
us this
just
stuff?
talking politics with him, and then drinking too
Yeah,
much,
having
getting
too
a little
much.
too loud.
You fucking people! You don't understand guys like me, motherfucker.
I'm the working man, and you say you're fucking for, but I fucking, fuck it. I don't even know what I'm saying.
What?
Well, I ain't threatening to kill him. I'm just talking to him.
Oh, God. Did he wrestle to the ground?
All drunk and belligerent.
Oh, just
and the
nasty.
president has to deal with it.
President's like trying to talk, and he's got to keep stopping and looking at you. Can we do something about this guy?
I would love to cut a gasser really loud.
Oh, man.
You would have to go in there gassy.
I want
right?
to thank Sarah Jessica Parker for having this. Just got a big, loud, nasty, stinky.
Or no, a hot one. Just to watch no one acknowledge
Let me
it.
blame it on him. Kind of pointing. That guy.
Or her, you blame it on Sarah Jessica. Come on, whose fault? It smells like oats. We know who it was. Yeah, I bet you do get to because
I don't know.
I don't know. I want details on this thing.
It's a small event.
It's a dumb event.
I could be wrong, but I bet you that you do.
It's a publicity stunt.
Well, yeah, it's
just dumb.
By joining, why do they want all these people? It's probably a way to get people for an email blast.
Of course.
Because you have to join.
Yeah.
Of course.
Definitely.
So they can get the
something
word
going
out.
on there. Yeah. Well, good for the lucky winner that gets to
I
sit
wanna
there with a
win.
lib fucking twat and the wonderful president.
I want to win.
He's just got to listen. He's just got to listen to questions about the presidency.
What's it like?
And Obama just wants to talk about anything but.
I bet he's there for an hour.
How many bathrooms are in the White House?
An hour tops.
I bet you he comes in.
45 minutes.
Maybe he comes right in for the meal. Everyone's probably seated when he comes in.
Yeah.
You're all ready for dinner. He comes in, sits, you talk for a few minutes. You introduce to him, of course. Oh, thank you for coming. Blah, blah, blah. You have your dinner. At the end, there's probably a big group picture, and you might be able to finagle a picture with him. If you just, you'd have to blur it out. Go, can I just take a picture with you alone? Real? Then he'd be on the spot, and he'd say yes. And I would do that. I'd fucking step over her hoof to get to him. Another horse joke.
I don't think it's close to a real dinner.
No, maybe it's a light dinner.
But it's not.
But you're right. I don't think so at all.
Does anybody know anything or speculate? Because these things have been done before.
No, I don't know.
I have the greatest charity idea ever.
What's that?
I told you on the air once. I'll tell you off the air now.
Boy.
We're working to make it happen.
Feels for
Are ya?
Meals?
That's a good one.
That's a great one.
That one.
Supposedly we could do it.
I could raise
They said we could do it.
$100 million in a night.
What?
So why
That's
would-
impossible.
No, it's not.
For us?
No.
Why can't it be for us?
It just wouldn't work that way.
Well, how do you know?
Well, I have my ideas and I'm working towards
$100 million in one night.
Yep.
Now, no one's ever done that, I don't think.
I don't think so.
As far as a charity.
I've already touched on this, but I could do it.
What is it again?
Turn off the mics and I'll say it. Play some music.
I don't have music.
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
It's a great idea.
Oh, there we go.
stealing that. I'm tweeting Jimmy's idea right now at Opie Radio.
Do you think it's a good idea?
I'm not sure.
I'm telling you.
I think it's a great idea.
I
really do.
It's
but
an absolutely doable
but
thing.
for whatever reason, people wouldn't agree to that.
I don't know. I think you're wrong. I think I just need someone who can make it happen. And
What, you're going to be in charge of making this happen?
No, but I would just be there.
Would you get a piece of the action?
Financially, no.
You should.
Piece of the action.
I wouldn't want it.
You should, though. You'd want it. If you're raising $100 million in one night, you want your taste.
No money. It's charity.
I would take my taste. Would you take your taste, Ant?
I would so take a taste.
You got to take a taste.
I already know what I
All
would
these
want.
big charities take a taste.
Nope.
You would want one of those.
That's it.
Oh, get out of here.
All I'd want.
Money's way better than that.
It's for charity, and I don't take any money from
You got to
charity.
take a taste.
Nope.
As the chairman of the charity, you
Nice
take a
cup of
taste.
coffee. I'd like a nice cup of coffee.
Just got to talk about your finder's fee.
I like that idea. I do remember that idea.
I'm working towards making it happen.
Well,
no, you're not.
Yes, I am.
How?
You need to be in certain circles that I
Yeah,
don't
but
think
I know
you're in.
You're not in those circles.
I'm not, but somebody...
One background check, and guess what?
Well, I'm not in the circles, but they're not as impossible to get into as you think. Like, somebody I know happens to be very good friends with the wife of someone who is now dead, but is extraordinarily influential.
Interesting.
And there's different charities and different groups and da-da-da and ba-ba-ba and blah-blah-blah and
I guess you told this idea because
I did.
People know it.
I know they do.
But
not
now you don't
everyone
want to
does.
say it again.
Nah, because everybody doesn't know it, and I don't want to jinx it. But no, some people know it.
Yeah.
It's
No,
not
a lot
secret.
of people saying, we know already.
Some do.
Yeah.
Wait till it happens. Then we'll see.
Well, if it's going to happen, you got to take your taste. If you're the guy that raised $100 million in one night, no one's going to mind that you took a little taste. What's wrong with you?
You don't take a taste from $100 million in charity. Ever.
If you took 2%, that's great. A lot of these charities don't pay that well.
You don't take any...
A lot of these charities are horrendous.
First of all, to get it done, I would have to be taking nothing. It's a big thing, and there can be no
That's
shady
true.
dealings.
That's true. To get it done, you got to be
no
really charitable.
shady dealings. 100%
Philanthropic.
charity.
You take 2%, that's good. That means 90% of the money went to the actual charity. That's huge. That never happens.
That's 98.
I said 90.
Oh, you said 90.
I meant 98.
Oh, yeah.
I really did.
Yeah, no,
I didn't say 98?
No, you said 90. Unless you said 98 and it's 90. No, dude. You got to give it all. You can't take any. I wouldn't want the money.
We could talk charities for a minute here. I'm telling you, these charities don't give 98% of the money.
They might, but to pull off this,
some do.
Would have to.
How much would you take it? I would take 10%.
No, I would take nothing.
I would take
Can't
10
take
million.
anything. I'd take 100% if I'm going to talk about what I'm taking, but I couldn't take anything.
No,
they wouldn't do it.
An idea like that, you would look like a hero, and you would have a fat bank account.
They wouldn't say. They'd be like, "What's in it for you?" Well, I'm going to take goodbye.
You take yeah,
yeah, definitely.
Fine print.
Nah. Oh, try to bamboozle them.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
In the charter, whatever.
In the charter.
In the charter will be fine print. I take 2%.
Hey, is that story true?
Yes.
There, Danny.
What?
What's that?
That Casey Anthony got all fat because she just sits around eating bad fast food and on her computer all the time.
Unfortunately, this just says that that's what the report is.
And it's like from the Mail UK
Yeah, but there's
online,
no,
and that's usually a bunch of bullshit.
I didn't see any fat pics yet, but hopefully they do pop up. I would like to see what the fat Casey looks
Where's
like.
she living?
Yeah, where is she?
I think she's still in Florida. Yeah, she's got like some other court case in December. I think.
For what?
I
Forced
think
to
she's
appear in court in New
being
York.
sued by the woman Zanny the nanny. Yeah, Zanalda Gonzalez is suing her
for what?
Because
slander.
I guess she said she was the babysitter.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought Zanny the nanny
was Xanax.
Yes,
I think it was, but I don't even know. She made up so many fucking lies. She was such a lying sack of shite.
She's a fucking cunt. I really, I hope she's killed in an auto accident.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, really?
Hope her fucking tits are ripped off in a car accident.
Oh no, those ample
Scraped on the ground. I hope they're
breastises.
scraped off on the ground in a car accident.
Wow.
She
That's
yeah,
bad karma.
She's there, and then
No, it's great karma.
And the Zim is back in
Good
jail.
Oh yeah, it's dummy. He lied. They lied about how much money they had.
Yeah, they said that they didn't have that much money, and apparently he had a website set up that was giving money to him for his legal costs, and they failed to tell the judge about that. Oops. When the judge set the bail. I never knew that was ever taken into consideration, how much money you actually have for bail when they set the bail. Because that's supposed to be like, hey, here's the fucking bail based on your crime or what you do or whatever, and you either come up with it or you don't. I didn't think they said, well, how much do you have, kind of a thing. But they think he was deceiving the court, so they threw him back in jail. And I guess there's another bail hearing next week, because this week the judge has other things to do.
Oh, really?
So you just got to sit there and rot in jail while the judge is out doing other things. But he'll be back, and I guess they're going to try to have another hearing. The prosecution is going to try to keep him in jail because I guess they realize they got to punish him now because with the evidence they have against the defense evidence, he's probably going to walk.
He'll probably get out.
Yeah, he might.
They'll keep him in jail a week or two, and then they'll get him out.
Yeah.
But
no
one cares about that case anymore.
They will when it starts up again.
You think?
Yeah.
They've moved on to other things now, though.
What's the big case right now?
No big
What's
case.
the big case?
No
everyone's
big
Sandusky's going into court soon.
Right.
That will be back very shortly.
Jury selection, I think, starts today in the Sandusky case.
I love your material on Sandusky, by the way,
you.
Jimmy.
Yes, I was happy.
And everyone's going to see that on Epics very soon.
June 30th.
A couple more weeks. 3 weeks or so.
Yeah.
Really good take on it. Oh, man, there was something.
There is no big case right now.
Shit. What was it? Oh, Octomom.
Oh, God.
Octomom is...
she's now part-time stripping.
Stripping?
In Florida.
What the fuck?
I'd see that.
Would you?
Yeah, you got to see that. Would you do a lap dance from Octomom?
Yeah. No.
I would.
That big fucking 14-kid vag?
I would do that.
14 kids? How many? 8?
I think 18.
Octo?
18.
18 Octo?
Yeah, 18 kids.
I want to eat Danny. Danny left the studio for a second. I want to eat his sandwich so bad.
Oh, you should take a big bite out of it. Just a giant bite.
I would just cut around the bite.
That's great.
Most people would.
No.
Oh, he would be so pumped.
He's not coming. That's hilarious.
I'd love to take a big bite out of his sandwich. I just don't know what kind of sandwich.
Did you see the comedian at George Clooney's house live tweeting the dinner, and the news picked up on it?
Really?
So what? Obama did one of these with Clooney, I guess.
Oh, no.
So why are they doing this?
That's the one they... Oh, right. The comedian who was there.
Yeah, what comedian? God damn it, now we got to talk to this guy. Steve in Times Square.
Yes.
Steve.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, man.
Sorry.
What comedian was it?
It was Ben Hoffman. I don't know who he is.
He won?
He was at home just sitting on his couch, and he started tweeting about this dinner, and the press started picking up on it and actually saying what the guy was saying on Twitter.
Oh, he was making believe he was there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
that's a good one.
That's
It
clever.
was
The
hilarious.
press
You can
is
find it
great
on
like that.
Mashable, the whole list of tweets.
Right. And then the stupid media started
Fucking dopes.
going with it, thinking it was real.
Yeah, it's actually
That's a good
hilarious,
bit.
some of the stuff he wrote.
Cool, man.
Jesus.
Cool, guys. Thanks.
All right.
Jesus.
guy. Thanks.
Was it time to change?
Great.
Octomom stripping part-time.
Yeah.
Part-time strippers.
I guess not bottomless.
What?
Not bottomless.
You got to look at the baby maker.
No, I guess not.
No.
Just topless. But do you want to see that baby maker?
Yeah, I want to see her
It's going to
puss.
look like fucking Omaha Beach.
I'm sideshow all the way,
Yeah.
man. I'm all about the sideshow. Yes,
Yeah.
you wouldn't look.
No.
Why?
I would want to see it, but
Of course. But I guess what you're trying to say is you don't want to see it because
not like in a strip
for a turn-on
atmosphere.
thing.
I'd
Of
see
course
in a,
not.
In a medical environment, like in a fucking or circus sideshow.
No, that makes
or
it
something.
weirder that she's in that environment, showing where all the kids came
It's
from.
supposed to be hot, and
Well, you know it's not going to be hot.
no. And what about because she's going to dance topless? What's that going to look like? Did she breastfeed all those things?
She's got topless pictures
Crap.
out there already, right?
Jesus.
Is she holding them up?
I don't know if she's going to have to do the boob hug, the arm bra.
Right.
Arm bra, right? They call that arm bra?
She also
Guys do it just right.
did a solo porno.
Yeah, I know, the masturbation video. Anyone see that?
We must have pictures of it. Is it out yet, or has it just been shot?
Her masturbating?
Terrible.
With what? One of the kids?
What is she? Fucking, what the fuck is her deal?
She needs money, and she's fucking psychotic. Maybe not psychotic.
Wasn't she have a, what happened to her? She had a show.
She sucks. She has
No, but
personality.
what was her thing? She had a show, and
I don't know.
Did she have a show even?
I don't know.
Even. I don't know what she was. Like, why is she famous at all? Unless, is that her right there?
Yeah. Some pictures she almost looks good. I said almost. I said almost.
What are they doing with that belly?
I said almost.
There's got to be a world of hurt there. Dude, she's just a world of hurt.
When they take a picture from like just the right angle, she almost look. All right, look.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, there you go, Ant.
Oh. Wait, yeah. Let's. Oh,
yeah, those things.
God,
those things would fall.
Oh, yeah,
those boobs are falling.
She's holding them up.
Yeah, because they would probably get close to the belly button.
I'd still suck them though. She doesn't look that bad.
Suck them.
She almost looks all right.
No,
almost.
Yeah.
In some pictures.
Wow, that's bad.
And then there's others that, yeah, absolutely not.
Octomom. What a great name to have.
Was that a
How
Nancy
sexy
Grace thing
that
or
is.
one of those?
Was it? Probably. It sounds like something Nancy Grace would say.
Who's the other broad
Octomom.
that we don't like?
Hot mom.
Who's the other one?
Besides Nancy Grace?
Yeah, there's two of them. You got Nancy Grace. Who's the other one?
What, from CNN? What's her name? Greta Van Susteren? Greta Van Susteren.
You got Greta and Nancy Grace.
Yeah, Nancy Grace is umpteen thousand times more despicable than Nancy Grace. I mean, than Nancy Grace, than herself, than Greta Van Susteren.
They're both pretty bad, no?
Yeah, but Nancy Grace is the worst. She is the most horrible fucking thing on television.
And the production value of her show is really bad, too.
It's cheesy. It's cheap. But she can't seem to... she's always trying to make a catchphrase and a clever name for the people that she's reporting on.
Yep.
That's more important than the actual story. And then it's like, instead of looking at the facts of things, she just goes in with pure emotion. The Casey Anthony thing is a perfect example of that. So many people were, too. Like, oh, I can't wait till she hangs. Oh, I can't wait till this. I can't wait. And then anyone that was watching that knew she was going to get off the hook.
Right.
That the prosecution just did not fucking have it. That's how I feel about this Zimmerman thing also, from what I've seen so far. And after, hopefully they'll show the trial. I'd love to watch that and see what they get. But just based on what they're showing now and what's come out, boy.
I don't think you're wrong at all.
Looks like the Zim is going to walk on second-degree murder.
I think you're right.
No fucking way.
I think you're right. By the way, getting back to the dinner with Obama. Bry Pat.
Dinner with schmucks.
Bry Pat 17. Win the dinner and then go and just quote Ferris Bueller all night to Matthew Broderick, completely ignoring him.
That'd be a good one.
They're split, aren't they?
Are they?
I think it's Splitsville for those.
Oh, little gossip
Jeez,
section.
like Variety magazine.
You sure?
I had heard that a while ago. Am I the only one? Dan, is that true?
I don't know.
Dan, please get the Matthew Broderick update.
Never really cared about Matthew Broderick.
Oh, I like him.
Met him once, though, thanks to Rob Bartlett.
I had a lovely dinner with him. He's a true gentleman.
Yeah, dinner with Matthew Broderick.
Thanks to Louis. When Louis brought me to that cast party to meet Alan Alda, he was going to dinner with Chris Rock first, and he invited me. He said, "Do you want to go with me and Chris?" I'm like, "All right, it's cool. It's the first time at Nobu." And then Matthew Broderick joined us.
So at one table was you, Louis C.K., Chris Rock, and Matthew Broderick?
That was it, yeah.
And you quoted Ferris Bueller lines.
No, but he was a tough crowd fan, so we chatted.
Were you a little nervous? That's a big table right there.
No, because I know Louis really well, and
I know
Chris,
you're
I
a
know
star as well, but that's a big table.
No, this is about fucking 5 years ago. Whenever Louis did 4 years ago, whenever Louis did the Alan Alda movie.
Did he come off as effeminate?
Broderick?
Yeah.
Yes.
No?
Yes.
I saw him recently here. He's very nice.
Really?
Why?
Why did you see him here? I'll be
motherfucker was doing press.
I'll be surprised high talk guy. Really?
And
when did that?
A little bit. A little bit.
Little bit of
little
feminine.
bit. Little bit.
You know how on Google, like, it has the autocomplete?
Yeah.
Well, here's the most popular things when you type in Matthew Broderick. It's Matthew Broderick Broadway, Matthew Broderick movies, Matthew Broderick affair, and then Matthew Broderick gay.
Oh, wow. Google.
Coming in fourth place.
Gaggle.
Oh. Rocketing up the charts, though.
Right.
Wow.
I'm with Ant. A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
He comes off a little femmy.
A little bit. I hated his Super Bowl commercial.
Oh, the Ferris Bueller.
Yeah,
Day
trying
Off
to
one,
reenact
that-
the fucking Ferris Bueller thing.
It hurts.
What scene was this from?
This is where Ferris does the monologue from the commercial too.
Why wouldn't he play?
Yeah, I don't know this.
Boo, boo, boo. Wouldn't you play? Why would you play that one? If we're talking about Ferris Bueller's Day Off,
yeah, this
play
is it.
Oh yeah.
What is this?
Oh yeah. This was a song in the '80s that was in every movie.
Was this Yellow?
It's called Day Babo.
But the band's Yellow.
I don't know what their bravery level is. Oof.
This was used in a couple movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was in The Shining. When he's chasing with the axe.
That is roll.
That's the sound when you see the bunny rabbit blowing the dog or whatever.
That would be great. Oh, yeah. Of the Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
What a dumb song, but I like it.
Yeah.
A lot of dumb songs in the 80s.
This is just
that
a
were
dumb
so
song.
Catchy.
Like, you had to put this out there. We all know it now.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean, though? Hearing this for the first time, you would have to think, what the fuck were you thinking?
Yep.
Yeah.
This was the theme music to the Eton Pat's documentary.
Jesus. My God, man.
Eton's Day Off.
And you can't even say too soon because that was like 20 years ago.
I know, right?
30.
Yeah.
Give us another wacky song from the 80s, E-Rock. Let's challenge your knowledge of wacky songs that were in movies.
Oh.
I don't know if I'm going to have... I can't come up with another one. Can you?
Another wacky song? Yeah, I think so. I'm
On this
pretty sure
level?
it's the 80s. Yeah.
There's a bunch of movie.
And what about
That's a wacky song.
Axel? I mean, it's not wacky, but the Axel F theme from
There you go.
from Beverly Hills Cop.
Ah, there, yep. Yep. This is the Tarzan song.
The band was Tarzan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then there's that other one. What was that one with
Baltimore?
the video with the kicking robot legs?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that one?
Herbie Hancock.
Herbie Hancock had a weird one, too. There you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
Remember this one?
Yep.
Tarzan. Who thought this was going to...
I don't know.
Is that what this is called?
Yeah, this is Tarzan's song.
Oh,
Tarzan Boy by Baltimore.
Tarzan Boy.
this was a big song.
Yeah.
Give us another one. Give us another one, E-Rock.
Oh, yeah. This was during the big dance-off in Beat Street. They played this.
Oh, yeah? No. What about...
Oingo Boingo.
Herbie Hancock.
Herbie
What was
Hancock.
what was that song called?
That was a weird video.
Herbie Hancock. Rocket.
Yeah, Rocket.
Rock it. Yeah, one word, I guess. Rock it. Yeah.
Was this in a lot of movies, though? Yeah.
Yeah, this is a weird video with the little artsy robot
Yeah,
legs.
he built a robot for this video.
There was a
basically.
few robots. Like
Yeah.
one that looked like a kick line. They always looked like they were dancing and shit.
Did he ever have another song?
Oh, yeah, man. He was huge.
Herbie Hancock was pretty big in writing, scoring movies and shit.
But
Yeah,
what's
he did a
another
lot of
song we
stuff.
all know?
I think this is like his big hit.
He did the song that was on in the Taxi and Prince of Tides. No, I don't know, but I think he was involved with a lot of things that you go, oh, wow, that was Herbie Hancock. Maybe you wouldn't react that way.
All right, I can see.
Oh, the Deo song from Beetlejuice. Thank you,
That's
sir.
old. Well, yeah, that's an old
Coriel.
song.
But that's 80s.
Los Lobos had a song that was really big, too. What was Los Lobos' song that was
They
big?
covered La Bamba.
Oh.
But those
Forget
aren't
it.
weird like this. And Axel F. Axel F.
Iko from Rain Man's coming in. By PRI, whatever. Go with the easy Twitter name, please.
Why would you do that to yourself?
No, man.
Why do I only have 2 followers?
Just what's your nickname? Go
Your
with
name
that.
is fucking eight letters and fucking symbols.
Go nickname and then pick a number.
Yes.
And you're good.
This is from Rain Man.
Yeah.
I just said that.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
I was looking for songs.
I just said that.
Yeah.
Very
It's
busy.
Zyko Iko, right?
I do a good impression of him.
Does Enigma count, or is that too 90s?
Oh, I
what
thought you almost
language?
get us trouble.
Oh.
Exactly.
I misheard.
Yeah,
you know what?
Exactly. She's a mother like everyone else.
Go with the Art of Noise. Art of Noise, you'll know this one.
Yeah?
Yes. You got Art of Noise, there you rock.
Oh, that's right. Jan Hammer, theme from Miami Vice. That was a big one. Yes, and that was another one that was very 80s sounding, musical, instrumental.
Huh?
I don't think this is the one you want.
Shut up.
It says it's by
What are you looking in the mirror? It's always something.
You don't have Art of Noise? I forgot the name of the song, to be honest with you. I didn't come to work thinking I'm going to need this knowledge
I
today.
know, that's true.
I hate when this happens.
Very difficult.
I would have looked up some of this shit.
Yeah.
Let's see. Born on a Sunday.
No.
On Being Blue. Paranomia. And Peter Gunn.
Peter Gunn, I guess. Yeah, I think it was their version of Peter Gunn. Yes. Play that.
Wait, wrong file loaded. Hold
That's
on.
the wrong one.
Wrong one.
That didn't sound like Peter Gunn to me.
Yeah, this is Dragnet. It was in Dragnet?
Yeah, this song. What? This was just a cool song.
Yeah.
I don't like this version as good as much.
See, we all know this now.
I don't like this one though.
But I'm just saying,
I like the ones with the real horns.
when this came out for the first time, it had to be strange.
Yeah.
Now we know it.
But this is an old song that they redid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's too weird. This sucks. Oh, yeah. What?
I'm going to go Pointer Sisters.
Yep.
It's the Neutron Dance.
Yeah.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah. It's very synthesized.
Was this in a lot of things?
This is in Beverly Hills Cop, the scene where Eddie Murphy's hanging on the back of the truck because he's a cop and he's trying to bust the guys that are selling illegal cigarettes, I believe, out of the truck.
But I mean, was it in a lot of movies though? I'm thinking about the ones that pop up everywhere, like boom, 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 cha, cha.
Achmel, Polly. Achmel.
By the way, Colin Hanks is around. Are we having him in or no? Did he say no?
Is he?
No, we said yes to Colin Hanks.
Not
definitely.
today, but he's in like tomorrow.
But not today.
In the morning.
Yeah?
We say yes a lot these days.
Yeah. Yes.
It's tomorrow 9:30, right?
Huh? Huh?
Maybe we do have him.
When?
Oh, we do
Tomorrow,
have him
9:30?
tomorrow.
Another 9:30
What?
booking.
We have him tomorrow.
Oh, we do.
Yeah, Colin Hanks tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
The wonderful son of Tom Hanks.
God, we haven't talked to him in 10 years, probably.
I spoke with him at the Bruce Springsteen show.
Does he remember being on our show?
Yes,
and all
he
that?
does indeed.
Because he was in for a wild fucking run.
Yes, he definitely remembered that one. Yeah.
Which one was he in?
He was in for the midgets with Jack
The
Black.
midget stripping for the first time?
Oh.
She thought she wanted to be a stripper, so we said, come on in and we'll help you out. And by the end of it, she was crying.
Yeah. Yeah, they were horrified, but...
and Colin was in that day?
Yeah. Yeah, they were horrified.
With Jack Black, when Jack Black was cool?
Oh, did he do the eyebrow thing?
No, he was...
Oh, look out. He gives the eyebrow.
No, something happened with the guy. He used to do our show, and we really did like him a lot. And then I don't know what happened. I despise the guy. I don't like him at all.
It really does only take one moment to start hating someone.
I don't know what it is with him, though. Because he really... I do remember he was all right.
I wasn't here that day, so I didn't interact with him on that day.
And Colin Hanks was great. Looks just like his father. It's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Or back then he did. I haven't seen him in many years.
Yeah, he still does. He looks exactly the same as he did when
He
he was
does?
on our show. Yeah. It's hilarious. It looks the same.
All right. I guess that weird music bit ain't going anywhere.
Well, no, we just can't, because there are more, but I just can't think of...
Music from Fletch.
What was that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had some weird tunes in Fletch.
But the ones that you
like
hear,
Fletch.
and that turned up in everything. Like, what's
People
that
are just
was in everything?
people are just mentioning 80s songs.
I know, that's not what we're getting at.
It's not the
We're getting at
the
that
deal.
quirky shit.
Yeah, it's very strange.
Like, I'm sure Weird Science had a weird fucking song in there, right?
Do you know how I phrase it, Ope? I say, that, what were they? The soundtrack of our youth.
Yeah. What is this?
What is Oingo Boingo?
Oh.
Nah,
this just reminds me of that Scorch bit.
Which bit?
Weird news.
Weird news.
Oh, yeah.
The Scorch bit stunk.
Like, Don't Worry, Be Happy's coming in.
Yeah, that isn't it.
That's been used in a bunch of movies, though.
Yeah, that's another one that's like, it's just a regular song. It's got to be a weird electronical kind of instrumental, really. There's another word for this one. The Miami Vice one from Jan Hammer, the theme, the actual theme to Miami Vice.
What was that?
Was one of those.
Do we have that, Eric? I don't think I know that one.
Why is the Slinky running to home in that dumb commercial?
I don't know.
Yeah. It's off now.
Oh. And it had the blueberry pie.
Yeah.
All over her
Trickle
chest.
down to you.
It's
It's not
one.
acceptable to us. It was a time it was acceptable. Women couldn't vote, and blacks were in the back of the bus. A lot of things were acceptable until we stopped accepting it.
This is we shit. Oh.
Umbaya.
Lean forward.
Umbaya.
Stop.
That's good.
Yeah, this was.
Yes. When did
definitely
slandering
80s.
prosecutors become acceptable? Cocksucker.
Exactly.
Douche.
Is this it?
Miami Vice theme. Yeah, it kicks in.
Does it?
Yeah, it does. It kicks in.
Yeah. Where? Oh,
In a couple hours.
it's building. I hear it building in the background. Like 20 layers of synth. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that neon-colored speedboat. Oh, yeah, we're wearing white fucking pants and jacket and white bucks with no socks, motherfucker. Yeah. Miami Vice was cool for 5 minutes. Yeah. Then what happened? Yeah, the 90s. Oh, right.
90s took a lot of things out.
Oh, yeah.
Kurt Cobain.
Oh, yeah.
Might have messed some things up.
Miami Vice was a huge fucking... They promoted the shit out of that before it came out.
Yeah, they did.
I remember, like, their spots that they had before it was aired.
All right, I got one. Thanks to Mike Biondo from Atlanta. Band called Trio. Da, da, da.
Oh, I remember
Which we made very famous. And
Pokey
a bit we
Pokey
did.
in the butt.
Da, da, da.
Da, da, Dave. This was the Volkswagen commercial back in the 90s.
Yeah.
There's the two guys, and they're kind of bopping in the Volkswagen to this music.
And we did our own Drew Boogie shit back in the day. So we took this and put our dumb program director into the song.
His angry phone call that he made to us once on the air.
What you will and what you won't.
Sounds like Tom Petty a little bit.
What you can and what you can't.
King.
This is what you got to know. Love you though it didn't show. If you
Licky.
We got to play the bit now here.
Lick, licky. Lick, licky.
Me and Ann were doing a double entendre gay bit at AF in Boston, and our stupid PD got all pissed off.
We were talking about this commercial and the fact that there was a speculation that these two guys in the commercial in the car were gay.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And Dave got all upset about it and called us.
Right.
And told us to, like, knock it off with the gay stuff again.
And we said, what do you mean? I wish we had the original phone call we used to.
Yeah.
I might have it at home. I got to bring it in. Because we baited him, knowing we'd do something with it. I knew we'd play the call in the air, which we did, and then we fucking put it into the song. But we baited him, and he started reciting the lines he hated from the bit.
Yeah. So we put it to music.
Can we go to
put
break
it to
with
this
that?
song?
Let's go to break with that. Da Da Dave, everybody.
Uh-huh.
Hello.
going into the gay zone. We're going into the gay zone. We're going into the gay zone. Just wanted to, hokey pokey in the butt. Yeah, hokey pokey in the butt. Gay zone. Hokey pokey in the butt. Yeah, hokey pokey in the butt. Licky, licky.
The old dirt road.
Yeah, licky.
The old dirt road.
Licky.
The old dirt road.
Hokey pokey in the butt. That's fun. Going into the gay zone. Yeah, going into the gay zone.
Not really.
Going into the gay zone. Just wanted to, hokey pokey in the butt. Yeah, hokey pokey in the butt. Yeah, gay zone. Hokey pokey in the butt. Hokey pokey in the butt. Licky. Hokey pokey in the butt. Yeah. Licky. Yeah, it's fun. Licky. Yeah, it's fun. Hokey pokey in the butt.
Not really.
Dave.
Sirius XM. You're listening to Opie and Anthony. Whether or not you're paying attention is another question.
That's pretty funny.
We got Amy Schumer coming in about 10 minutes. Also, Ralph Macchio, the Karate Kid. Yes. In studio at what, 9:30?
Yeah. Allegedly.
Yes. We got 911 calls from the Miami face-eating attack. Have you heard these yet?
No.
I did not.
I made a false one.
You did?
Did you? What'd you say?
Hey, there's a guy eating someone's face over here.
Over here.
What's your location, sir?
Yeah, I'm right down by the face eating incident. Guy's just chowing down on his nose, eyes, ears, facial features. Right over there by the roadway. Face is being eaten off, gobble, gobble, salt, pepper. You know the whole routine. They knew. It was very, very believable.
Yeah, it sounds it. Yeah.
Smells like your bathroom over here. Bath salts or something. What do I know? It's kind of like Brooklyn Chip. All right.
We got a bath salt person, too. An interview with a bath salt addict. We didn't even know you could do this with the bath salts. But first, the 911 call from Miami.
Hi, how you doing? No, I'm just reporting there's a naked man in front of the Miami Herald building next to the highway. He's throwing his clothes on the highway.
Is he on a pole or?
He was next to a pole, actually. He was taking his clothes off and throwing them into traffic. Black male, curly hair, Rastafarian hair, goatee. Can't miss him. He's naked.
Hello, Northeast 13th Street and North Bayshore Drive on the sidewalk, the causeway, MacArthur. There's that bike lane sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
These two bums who were going at it with each other.
Two bums.
Two bums going at it. You are a bum.
The applicant is a bum.
Two bums.
The first one picked his words.
This guy.
The first one picked his words very carefully.
Yeah.
This guy gets right to the point.
Two bums.
Two bums.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
These two bums who were going at it with each other, taking up the whole lane. I think they're fighting or something.
Listen, there's a naked man on the MacArthur Causeway at the end of the causeway coming towards Biscayne Boulevard. He is beating another man to a pulp, like on top of the man, beating him. The man is bleeding.
Somebody's beating on him. They got his beating.
So you better send a
I'm
ambulance.
I passed by and I saw what was happening. I pulled over.
I'm not talking about dispatcher. Okay.
Okay, so it's on.
Okay, he's been beaten, you said?
He's beating another man. It's a naked man beating another man. Beating him.
Naked.
Beating another man.
Yeah, on the MacArthur Causeway, like towards the Miami Herald, is at the end of the causeway. But he's going to kill that man, I promise you.
Okay.
Okay? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Just three very different 911 calls there.
A naked man. There's a naked man.
There are two bums.
I like the bum guy.
There was another call, I think, that came in.
Oh, was there?
Yeah, you got to find the tape, though.
Oh, let's try to find the...
It might be around here somewhere.
I know where it is. Wait a minute. around here.
What do you mean a tape?
We're looking for it.
We're looking for it?
Hang on.
What?
We're going to have it in a second.
Well,
Good thing.
How's it a tape if we got to say, hello, who is this?
No.
What?
So we just play it.
Yeah, just press play.
Oh, we just press play?
Yeah.
Oh.
We just press play.
Oh, I see.
And
so this is what, another 911 call that came in from Miami?
Yeah.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, we found
Wanna
the
hear
tape? Yeah, definitely. I want to hear this.
All right.
Hi, 911. How you doing? Listen, I'm by the road or something, and there's a guy. He's having a bunch of like a nose sandwich. he's eating the other guy's cheeks. I was yelling, "Hey, what are you doing? Getting cheeky or something?" He looks like the guy that used to help my mother fix the floorboards.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he's got like really curly hair or something, and I thought I had more for this call, but I don't.
Well, didn't give a location or anything.
No, that was the other 911 call I forgot about.
That was a terrible, terrible call.
Oh, you can say that again. Oh, we should write it down first. Oh, my face is hot.
Hey, a lot of people are telling us the Miami zombie prank video is fucking hilarious. Did you see
I
this?
love that one. Yeah.
I didn't see that either.
It's some crazy fucking white guy.
So
and
not prepared.
He's got a white shirt on with blood all over the front of it and everything.
Right.
And he walks up to just black people in Miami.
Yeah.
And starts going, and they run away like fucking crazy.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
That's
they run
hilarious.
away petrified, scared. It's a commercial.
Wash of vitamin water.
Oh, vitamin water is
I
good
like
for
vitamin
you.
water.
Sure, it's like you get your thirst and your vitamins taken care of in one gulp.
I don't mind vitamin water.
I do like that stuff, yeah.
Vitamin
nice
water.
and cold.
It's owned by Jay-Z or someone.
Yeah.
50 Cent. 50's got a big investment. He's got the purple one.
He sold it.
The grape one.
He sold it?
He sold it.
How much did he make? Quickly!
He made like $100 million. Sold the thing.
Wow, that's crazy.
And Naked Man.
Was,
we know that.
It's not over. Okay.
Yeah, it's zombie guy.
It's only the beginning. Okay.
He's just walking up to some big black woman putting shit in her trunk. Is it a woman? Can't tell. It's amazing this guy didn't get shot.
No kidding, man.
Because he's fucking chasing people and really scaring the shit out of them.
He's just chasing.
They run.
Not for nothing, but that kid, he was going like he was.
Yeah, I saw
Looked like he was,
He was going into like a stance, like he was going to do something.
Now he's following someone down the road and they're just starting to run really quickly. Very scared. Boy, is he scaring some black people. He's at a park. They're all sitting on the picnic bench and they just scattered.
This takes balls.
Yeah, he's doing the hunched over zombie walk thing with a bloody shirt on.
Basketball court?
Yeah.
A bunch of kids on a basketball court, they're running, and the one guy even they all.
They gotta pull
He's
their pants
chasing
up
them and
running.
they're all running.
I love how they gotta hold their pants up when they run.
I want to see what he's riding a bike. No matter how big they are, they're running.
Oh yeah, he's scaring the shit out of everybody.
I gotta try this.
This is hilarious.
It must be because that's around Miami, so it must be because the people are so in tune with the story,
or they just
don't want to have their face eaten.
A crazy guy with a. Yeah, there's like, who is this guy?
A shoe.
They just see a maniac.
He's chasing everyone away. They're all.
But he's going up to
petrified.
like fucking just groups of homeboys on the fucking basketball court.
Oh, these guys.
Some of them ain't moving.
No.
Oh, now they're running. Yeah.
They're all running.
That guy threw a
The
basketball.
guy threw his basketball at the bloody zombie man.
He's got to have some kind of backup. That's too brave, I'm thinking.
No, they all ran. The group that originally wasn't going to run ran.
But you think someone would take a shot at him?
Dude, they're
especially
all
if it's a
running.
group.
How is everybody scared?
A whole bunch of them are running now.
Like, what do they think he is? They're climbing the fucking fences.
They think he's a zombie.
Or do they think he's just a maniac who's bleeding?
Maybe.
I mean, they don't think he's a zombie.
Oh, he's got one guy coming up to him now.
And now they're all chasing him.
Finally fucking...
Oh, shit, they got him?
Well, I don't know.
What happened.
That's the big tease. Now you got to subscribe to get the next video.
Oh, shit.
I want now, did he really get his ass kicked?
I would think you have some kind of backup to go, yo, this is, we're just fucking around.
Or is there a stop where they go, he goes, all right, look, I'm going to chase you in. Just chase me. We're doing a video.
Do you think they looked like the kind of people that would be, convinced to help out with the video?
Maybe if
a backup guy says, hey, dude, we're just making a video.
If you get got like that, you're probably just so happy that it's not actually a fucking zombie.
Might be. You're right. Yeah, you might be
I don't
right.
know.
I've seen some of those hidden camera shows.
It's a hell of a tease. We'll find out. I'm sure that he'll release another video.
Yeah.
How many hits does that thing got?
3.5 mil.
Jesus.
Wow, yeah.
Good for you.
Just got on, too.
He did get shot at the 2-minute mark. You can hear it. What?
Oh, stop it.
Jeff in Jersey. What's up, buddy?
Yo, it's Joe in Jersey.
All right, Joe. What do you got, buddy?
Yeah, if you scroll back to the 2-minute mark, you can hear him actually getting shot at. You can't see it, but obviously, but you can hear like the sound of the gun going off.
Right around 2 minutes.
No, you can't.
There's something going on. It's not a gunshot.
He thinks that noise was an automatic. That's part of the fucking music.
He was an idiot.
I wonder if...
what a buffoon.
That was funny that everyone ran off. What do you think they thought it was? I mean...
They might have thought it was another guy on the fucking...
Just a maniac.
Oh, a guy just biting people. Okay.
Yeah. Or another guy on the fucking bath salts.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
It's because this guy's holding up. That's why. It's because this guy's holding his hand up like he's got something.
Right.
Like he might have a gun.
He ain't got no gat,
He got no gun.
He ain't got no gat.
So are they still saying bath salts, or are we on to LSD with this whole facey?
I keep hearing bath salts.
Yeah, I wouldn't write it off.
Okay.
The bath salt thing. I've never tried that stuff, but anytime you start fucking around with like synthetic drugs,
it's a problem.
I've done them. Get you fucking zooted, man.
Zooted,
I was running around biting off fucking ears and stuff.
Yeah, you got
What are you
zooted?
having? I'm having some ear pies.
Well,
Danny's got
ear pies.
I got to pull the video up for this dude too.
All right, yeah. Danny brought a clip to the show.
That's funny, man.
They interviewed a bath salt addict.
There's bath salt addicts out there, huh?
Yes.
I guess.
Nice.
I had no idea.
I thought I was a bath salt addict when I couldn't get enough of my Calgon.
It's Calgon, take me away.
Yes, I know.
Well, we could just play from there, right, Danny?
Probably.
Yeah.
It might be a little longer.
Really? Fuck it.
But it's not that bad.
Skip ahead. I want to hear him.
This really is his brain on drugs. You remember that old commercial? That's Freddie Sharp, and he has to be tightly restrained by paramedics because he is high on bath salts. As a matter of fact, he was ODing there. Freddie's story is one of thousands about people chasing that next time. In the last week alone, a couple of cannibalism and self-mutilation cases could be linked to bath salts. Freddie's story is not unique as a former user. It's unique because he is a survivor. How do you describe your experience? Because we see the video of you, and it looks like you're having these wild hallucinations, and you're mumbling and talking out of your head. What was going on in that video? What was happening to you?
It was a very scary thing, actually. Whenever all that was going on, it was my overdose and everything. And whenever that was going on, I never experienced anything like that, doing the bath salt or anything like that before.
Oh, boy.
And it really actually scared me pretty bad because I was hallucinating about being in a mental institution, an insane asylum, basically, and something about Jason Voorhees and getting possessed by him, and I felt all kinds of crazy.
I want you to tell people what was going on.
Outside his trailer.
In case anybody didn't hear that, because the audio on this isn't the best, we could probably switch over to the disc. It's a lot better. But he said that he was on the bath salts and he thought he was in a mental institution and that he was possessed by Jason.
By Jason Voorhees.
Nice.
Yeah, and he's telling all this outside his trailer.
I love that he knew the last name of Jason.
Yes, Voorhees. Mrs. Voorhees.
And he looks like he's high right now.
Oh, he looks all fucked up. All kinds of fucked up.
All kinds of fucked up.
He looks like if Seth Green wasn't doing as good as he was doing.
Yes, he does have a Seth Green look to him.
He looks cleaned up compared to the
the
fucking
he was
video of him on bath salts.
Disaster.
How do you describe your experience? Because we see the video of
that's
you,
much better, yeah.
and it looks like you're having these wild hallucinations and you're mumbling and talking out of your head. What was going on in that video? What was happening to you?
It was a very scary thing, actually. Whenever all that was going on, that was my overdose and everything. And whenever that was going on, I never experienced anything like that, doing the bath salt or anything like that before. And it really actually scared me pretty bad because I was hallucinating about being in a mental institution, an insane asylum, basically, and something about Jason Voorhees and getting possessed by him, and I felt all kinds of crazy.
I want you to tell people what was going on in your body, in your mind, in your head as we look at this video. What was happening to you?
Fear, darkness, just it felt like impending doom was coming down on me, and like that I was
fucking impending doom.
Trying to stop whatever was in me from continuing further, and it felt like I was about to bust loose and actually hurt somebody. That's why that I was wrapped up the way that I was wrapped up in the fetal position and trying to keep my hands behind me and everything, because I felt like something
Overactive
was
salivary
gonna happen. I
glands.
was going to bust loose, and it was going to be a really bad situation, and I never felt something like that before, some fear like that, and it was one of the most horrible experiences of my life. I don't know
Something
why,
tells
but
me
I
that's
did
not
it.
true.
Yeah.
Something tells me that wasn't one of the most horrible experiences of his life as he stands in front of his trailer at the trailer park with his fucking...
Fucked up. He
You
looks
could tell.
fucked up.
And he's missing his front teeth. You could tell
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
he's trying to hold his lip to cover it.
Yeah.
It looks pretty fucked up.
I don't know why that I did it. It happened. It's
maybe
behind me now, and I'm trying to move on from it and everything.
How old are you now, 27?
Yes, I'm 27.
27, and you've been using for how long?
Bath salt?
Well, you've been using...
That was my favorite part, too.
Bath salt?
Well, no, because he's like, how long have you been using? And then he was just like, he had to clarify. He's like,
bath salt? Because...
Right, depends what drug we're talking about here.
There's some I'm still using, some I'm using right now.
Right.
Bath salt.
That says a lot.
Bath salt?
Well, you said you've been using drugs.
Yeah, I've been an addict since that I was basically 13, 14 years old.
Yeah, so the kids start young using these drugs. How are you doing now? Do you still use bath salts?
No, I do not.
You don't?
I do not use bath salt. I haven't used bath salts in months.
Yeah. Do you know people who still use them? And if so, what do you tell them?
I mean, there are people, I'm sure, that are out there still using it and everything.
He knows.
The only thing that I can say to them is, if you value your life, you'll stop it, and you won't do it anymore because it'll destroy your life. It'll destroy your family.
Bath salt. I saw the little lid on the bath salt. It was called Serenity Now bath salt.
Really?
Serenity Now!
What are they, like crystals? So you gotta,
I guess.
cook that shit up?
I like the Hoochie Mama bath salt, though, myself.
Smoke that shit? What do you do?
I don't know. How do you take it?
Let's buy some.
Oh, shit.
Let's enjoy the most amazing aromatic effects on the market.
What does it say about it?
Serenity Now bath salts. Now the most potent name has come to bath salts.
Oh, it says-
Enjoy this amazing bath salt that guarantees to be the strongest aromatic experience you've ever tried. This product is 2 to 3 times more potent than anything on the market.
And it says for external use only. So literally they're advertising it as you put it in your bathtub and fucking, it's got an aroma to it and everything. But people are taking it other ways.
How do they take it? They smoke it?
Smoke or eat it? What are they doing? You eat it.
I don't know,
I
man.
eat that fucking shit.
Honestly, I don't know this stuff. I would imagine that you
gotta
probably
smoke
sniff
it, probably.
Maybe snort it?
Those are big crystals.
What, you grind it up? I
Yeah,
guess.
We went through every way. Do you shoot it?
Serenity Plus,
Serenity Plus.
doesn't sound to me like it gives a very serene feeling. Good one, right?
That is good.
That's good. We bought a Diet Coke instead of getting the free one in the back. What are you doing with my money?
Oh.
Hold on. What are we doing? Spend all my...
Oh, he's talking into the
I'm
sandwich.
talking into my wrap.
That's crazy. Oh, you got a wrap, did you?
Jesus.
Why don't we know how this is taken?
I don't know.
I'll Google it.
Yeah, I'm going to guess that you might even melt it down and shoot it.
Well, let me go to Jack in Long Beach. Jack, what do you know about
Smoke
the
it,
bath
I'm
salt?
guessing smoke it.
I'm getting snort.
Cook it and smoke it. Cook it and smoke it.
That show, Intervention on A&E, had a bath salts addict. I don't remember what season it was. It was On Demand. The guy was all kinds of fucked up, and he would use it multiple times a day. I'm pretty sure he smoked it for like smoking crack. And he thought people were watching him and like installing cameras around his house. He would like take apart random electronics, and his mom would come home and like the VCR would be all over the dining room table in pieces. He'd climb up onto his roof. He just, even when he wasn't doing anything, he just wasn't right. I'm not surprised bath salts is a zombie.
Did you see the show? They actually interviewed the guy. His name was Eric something, the black guy who was the guy who attacked before on a bath salt show. And they said that they kind of knew something was amiss because they were like, what? He said, it makes me really crazy. And I just crave noses.
What the fuck, man?
I knew I really had nowhere to go with that. I don't even know what the fuck. That he just wanted to just crave noses. He wants to eat a nose. And he can't get them anywhere. He said, when I was a kid, you'd buy a bag of noses.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you on bath salts?
Shit, Jimmy.
Jesus. All right, Jack. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
This guy says you snort it and it doesn't make you bite people's faces.
Oh, okay. Here's someone that could take it. Someone that could handle his fucking drugs.
Larry, you do the bath salts every once in a while.
Larry,
you're going to find your face eating in the hallway, Larry.
Larry.
Your mother's face, Larry.
Yeah. Fuck you. All right, sorry.
But I did this stuff for a little while last year, man. You chop it up, you snort it like Coke. It's like a Coke high. You're happy to be wherever you are. It doesn't make you do shit like that, man.
Oh, okay. We'll take your word for it.
You didn't eat anybody's face?
No. There's more to it than that, man. There's something that they ain't telling us. Bath salt does not make you eat people.
Amy, do you do bath salts?
Is that the new drug?
That seems to be
we're
the new
discussing
craze. All
bath
the
salts.
kids
No,
are
but
doing
I'm
it.
interested.
All the kids are into
Would
it.
you try it?
I haven't tried it. What happens?
This
You
guy
eat people's
said-
faces.
Yeah, that's
You eat. Oh, is that what the face eater was? That?
Yeah.
I'll take my chances.
Yeah.
Huh.
It sounds fun.
Yeah.
Let's try one day.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you can
Take the water. Go ahead.
Can I have this water?
You sure can.
Oh, go ahead.
At one point, we have a story to get out of Amy, but just
Oh God, I was like, I don't know if I want to talk about that.
Why?
Oh, Amy.
Why else are you here?
God, what do you mean? I'm.
Wait, it sounds
doing
like you have a
wonderful
good
things on the
story.
road.
Jimmy?
It's,
It's up to her?
He throws it out there. Yeah.
I mean, we've all had sexual dark days. I feel like last time I was here, I remembered my sleep rape, and I shouldn't come back in here this time. This is worse than the sleep rape.
Really? You remember something else?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
More of my youth is coming back to me. And by youth, I mean
Could we guess?
5 years ago. You know what? And I might have even told the story on here. I'm not sure. Did I ever talk about when a cab driver fingered me on here?
I don't think I remember that
I
one.
swear to you, it sounds familiar.
Doesn't it?
It
I
kinda sounds familiar.
I talk about it a little bit on stage now, just
maybe.
as like the end of a thing. But I don't know if I told the story. But I would feel really awful if I had already told the story.
No, I just remember the one with the ship.
I've heard it in your act.
Oh, the eating me on the ship.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. You've only heard my act. Okay.
Yeah.
Amy and I took a cab home from Top Papa's last night.
You fingered Amy in the cab?
No.
What? Wait,
She fingered my ass outside the cab before we got into
I'm a
to
lady.
propel me forward.
That's Yeah.
sweet.
No, we were both. Amy lives not that far from me, so we split a cab going up. And I forget how it came up.
Well, after you told the cab driver to drive you back to the luxury apartments.
Oh, yeah.
And then you let him know that I live in a 6th-floor walk-up.
Oh, that's good, Jimmy.
Yeah.
No, I told Amy to get out of her 3 fucking doors down
Yeah,
because we're yapping. She's talking about this guy. And she's like, it's been a while since I've had sex. I mean, this time of year, I like to fuck.
Oh, no.
She's just
saying this in the back.
Oh, yeah, she's blathering
I
on.
wasn't thinking about it. I wasn't even thinking about it.
And the fucking creepy cabbie with 2 little scars on his cheek is hearing all
Oh,
this.
he's freaking out.
I didn't even think about
White
it.
cabbie?
I get sexually assaulted.
White cabbies are
Yeah.
the scariest cabbies in New York City.
But I said to
Sorry,
her,
white
He was
cabbies.
white?
I said, get out of your fucking a few
scary.
doors away. Get out 3 doors away. I said to her, I'm like, text me as soon as you get, so you know.
I was sort of offended he didn't go for it after that.
Yeah, right?
No, she was loud, though.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I don't care.
I didn't even think about it.
I
But
like
no,
to fuck this time of year.
that's how I sound. That's how I sound. Oh, God.
So what happened with the cab driver? Now you gotta tell the story.
Okay. Well, first of all, can I just say it's been like, this is the longest I've ever gone, I think, without having sex. I'm sorry, these are
Wow.
the first words I've spoken this morning, so
Yeah.
it sounds pretty tranny. Sorry. And
How long has it been?
like
2 hours.
a month and a half?
Wow.
Month and a half.
That's a lot for that's a
that's
lot.
a long time. That's built up.
Yeah. So anyway, I went in. I had like a fitting to try stuff on for this thing I'm doing at Bonnaroo, the music festival. And this
Whoa, look at
girl,
you.
I know, and
Nice.
this girl, this little Asian chick, barely spoke English, was like helping me at the fitting, and she like fully molested me. Like she kept coming in the room when I was naked, and it wasn't like part of her job, and she would like put the dress on me, but like touch my boobs.
Wow.
And like she was like smoothing it over me, but touching everyone.
Ah,
She
I
was
love
like
the smoothing
25. She wasn't like a mom that had like seen some shit and she didn't care. Like she had changed. She was like, and I'm so pent up sexually. This 5'2" non-English speaking Asian woman. I was like, if she goes for it, I'm on
just
board.
going.
I'm going.
Yeah.
I left there like looking at her, and I just like told him what I wanted and left, and I was like, God, I would have just fucked that
man.
Asian woman.
You gotta think.
Horny right
You gotta
now.
think if you're a lesbian, you would take a job like that though, where you get to knock on the door. Is everything fitting okay? And you get to come in.
Need some help in there?
Yeah, you get to pick and choose what door you knock on, and you go in and see some nudity.
But it's like being a gyno. Like you got to take the bad with the good.
I argue that point all the time. I would do
door.
that.
You would have a screening process. Who
No,
you
I mean,
expected?
I would understand that you're going to see some old, bent up vaginas to see young ones.
Some diseased ones, though.
Who cares?
I want to see a lip with cancer on it.
It would still be a great job. And I think you go into
That's rough.
a job like that because you really want to
You
see
just wanna see-
a lot of vaginas.
I don't know. I think you'd get so desensitized. It would lose.
That's what they tell you.
Yeah.
Because that's what they have to tell their loved ones.
I don't think
It's
there's.
just a job.
I really don't think there's even one doctor out there. Like I just get to stare at puss all day.
They're not
Best
gonna tell
life
you
in the
that.
world. I don't believe it.
Hopefully
ready?
he's a pediatrician.
This comes up a lot. Doctors call up our show and be honest. Tell us if it's if it's just a vagina after a while.
I think it always is.
No, man.
I think
a magical
doctors don't
place.
listen to this show.
Yeah,
They
that's
do.
true.
They
It's all a
do.
magical
Bite your tongue.
place. Magical place.
What about the cab driver fingering you?
Oh God, it's so dark. It's bad.
All right, take your time.
When did this happen?
A lot of
This is
details.
so bad.
When did it happen, by the way?
What were you wearing?
I remember what I was wearing.
Yeah, what were you wearing?
Oh Jesus, this is so awful. Could it be any less appealing with my morning voice? I just walked in
don't
here.
worry. It's great. Lucille Ball.
I sound like I have leprosy.
Did Mr. McGillicuddy finger you?
Viv came up.
How old were you?
I was 18.
Oh,
God, this is so
well,
awful. This is the worst.
Do tell.
This is the
Amy.
worst. Okay, but it sucks
18.
because the weekend after I left here, I was on the road, and then people who heard the show came, and whenever I would make a rape joke, they'd all be like, "Oh."
Oh.
So now, when I say my super sweet fingering joke, they're all gonna be like, "Ooh."
Oh, creepy.
Okay, this is exactly what happened.
Do tell.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then you guys should come see my special. I'm taping an hour special.
Of course.
At the Fillmore in San Francisco on June 23rd.
Oh, the Fillmore.
Please come out, San Francisco.
That's very cool
Yes.
for Amy Schumer.
Yeah.
18. What were you wearing? Were you still in high school?
Atlanta Punchline tomorrow.
The
Okay,
the summer of your senior year.
It was the summer.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, it was the summer. It was the summer going into my sophomore year of college. So, yeah, 18. Maybe I just turned 18. So we were driving home from a bar. I was in the front seat of the cab. All my
Front
friends
seat.
are in the back.
Oh, okay.
But I remember choosing the front seat on purpose.
Oh.
Why?
Did you
'Cause
get a
I'm
look at the
huge whore?
Wait, did you Did you get a look at the driver before you chose the front seat?
Yeah,
Oh,
and let me
okay.
tell you, disgusting.
Wow, nice.
He was like not. He looked like a cab driver.
Right.
What
I wasn't
city?
like, oh, we hit the jackpot with the one hot cab
okay.
driver.
What city were you in?
New York.
All right.
What nationality was he?
He was white.
And what were you wearing?
I was wearing a mini skirt
Oh,
and a
boy.
tube top, which was my uniform at the time. Even though I was another good 24 pounds than I am right now.
Oh, it's fantastic.
I had no idea.
A little chubby girl in the front seat.
I had no idea. I was
Chubby
like,
and eager.
you know
Great.
what?
Just wanting those fingers.
Oh God!
Anything.
This is so awful.
Yeah.
a little.
My dad
money
lives in a
for cab
hospital,
fare?
and like his friends listen to the show. Like, we heard your daughter today.
They'll love it.
They're
That's
gonna
true.
love this.
They will love this.
He's gonna be so proud.
Yeah.
So I was sitting in the front, and my friends were in the back, wasted, and sort of one at a time they got out, and I was getting out with my last friend, who was like asleep in the back, and I was just drunk, and I was going through a phase where I like to get in a lot of trouble sexually and sort of do stuff that scared myself.
God.
I would go home with it was fucking.
This is great. I know.
Yeah.
I am loving this.
This is really hot.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I hope you're not looking for sympathy.
I
today,
just
because this is really hot.
this is
Hope
such
you are
a
looking
mistake.
for cum.
I'm regretting. I'm not only regretting coming here. I'm regretting ever doing comedy.
Yeah.
So I just like was sort of. I think I just wanted to feel like I was really turning him on, like making him go out of his mind. So I just was sort of like I just sort of kind of like was sliding my leg over to him. Why am I saying this on here? I hate this.
While you're driving in the cab or while you're
Yes,
parked?
well, he's driving. My friend was asleep in
So
the
you're
back.
opening your little chubby legs.
You little chubby
I referred to them as sturdy back then. Okay.
So you're
man,
moving your left leg toward the cab driver.
So he's driving. I'm just driving
I'm
here,
so depressed.
imaginary driving, and then like right next to him,
I need like a
leg
publicist or
starts
something.
moving
Like,
closer.
don't just talk about.
And he's
your-
probably like, did he look over?
Yeah, he looked over.
Yeah,
he was
I
like,
bet he
"What
looked
is-
over."
What is going on?
So-
and
and then what happened?
and he sort of like was like.
How does he make the move?
So gross.
How does he
really
make the move?
What
All
happened?
right,
Your leg's
he didn't
opening.
make the move. I
Oh.
took his hand and
Oh
put it.
my God! I knew it.
This is the greatest thing ever.
You took his hand and just put it on your young 19-year-old.
18.
I put it on my skirt, and
Wait. Where exactly did you put his hand? On
your left
on the
thigh?
leg, or did you put it ground zero?
I went right.
Oh
for-
my!
Oh my God! I thought maybe you like a little leg so he could rub your leg a little first.
No.
You went right for the
said
You
Fuck
put
gusto.
that
that
foreplay.
fucking that hand that he coughed in and was digging in his nose
Yeah.
all night.
That all that bad
he
money went through?
He looked like the MTV cab driver. Remember that guy?
Yeah,
like
sure.
he was
greasy.
Oh,
He was,
wow.
There was nothing like
Yeah.
attractive about this
What a
dude.
banner night
So
for
she's
this
sleeping
guy.
in the back.
This guy
She's
must have
asleep
lost
in the
his
back.
mind.
And he, and I, like, we only had like 20 blocks to go. So I was like, this guy better get to work.
Oh, he probably fucking. Oh, that guy.
God.
That guy.
Oh,
Is that him?
that
Yeah.
really looks like him. So
God.
I bet you anything, this guy's like a listener to this show.
Yeah.
Probably is.
Oh God. I
So
would,
you put his hand right on your
I
puss?
put his hand right on my puss.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, and
Wait.
he
Was everything ready to go?
Were you
What are you talking
pantyless?
Were you ready to accept him?
Were you?
how dry does a girl have to be that you can't get a finger in there?
Well, that's,
Yeah.
Wow.
But I was turned on. I was excited.
Oh
I was,
yeah.
So you
Just
put
thinking
his-
about it.
Did you have panties on?
Yeah.
Okay, so what did he pull them aside or did
Moved
you?
him to the side.
Oh my God.
I moved him to the side.
Oh, you were just
You
eager.
victimized him basically.
Yeah, you raped
yeah.
the guy. So
I know. When I tell the story, I say I let a cab driver finger me, but
Yeah,
really
no.
I took his
Yeah.
hand.
you raped
Exactly.
him. So what did he? What happened?
He did what you do with a vagina.
So he fingered you.
He fingered
For
me and
20
rubbed
blocks.
my clitoris
Oh, was
until
it good?
I achieved orgasm.
Oh, you came.
You
I
did.
Came. I came.
Oh my God.
And then he,
This
and
is
then like we got where we were
fantastic.
going.
Did you go for the quiet orgasm?
Yeah.
Not to wake your friend?
Yeah, like trying not to make a
Did
sound.
you rub his
Oh,
dick?
little meows and.
I did not touch him.
Did he ask
No?
you to?
Oh no! But what happened was we got where we were going, and so like my friend in the back kind of woke up, and he was like, "Where are we taking this party?" Like he was kind of like,
Of course.
"Yeah, of course."
That's good.
And
He
and
was
I
the winner of Gash Cab.
Oh my god!
How long have you been sitting on that? Come on,
I,
be
I
honest,
just
be
thought of it. I
honest.
swear.
That just
just
popped
thought of
up.
it.
Too good.
That was strong. That was strong.
Wait,
Oh,
no.
Chip?
It was
No,
like
Chip.
pussy of fortune.
No,
No, that doesn't work,
not
Chip.
pussy of four.
Chip, that doesn't work.
How long did
Oh God.
How long did it take to come?
I hate thinking of the plot points of this show.
How many?
Yeah,
how many?
yeah.
How many blocks?
We get it. I know.
How many
I
minutes?
came right before we got there.
So what happened? He wanted to know, and what did you pay for the thing?
The cab?
Yeah. Did he make
Yeah.
you pay?
Wow.
Yeah,
What?
how hilarious.
What,
is
is not
that?
even on the house?
What a dick. I love it. She
No,
wasn't going to jerk him off. He's like, all right, $8.50.
What a
It was
dick.
easier for him to separate the dollar bills.
Me and my friend.
He fucking made you pay?
Me and my friend. I'm sure we split it. I would not have been.
So
like,
wait, what
this
did he
is
say to you?
He was like, so as soon as I came, I was disgusted with myself and him,
right.
and he was just like, where are we going? And I was like, and I just like got out of the cab and I was like, come on, let's go to the girl. And he was like, wait, well, like, you know, he was confused.
Confused, yeah.
And then I was like kind of scared. And we went inside the house and then I felt really gross about it, of course, because it's fucking really gross.
That is pretty gross.
And so we walked away from the cab, and I felt so bad about it. I told my mom the next day.
Why would you do that?
Because I was like, what's going on with me? Why
How
am
do you tell your mom
I told
that?
her. I was like, it was sort of like, I think it was really selfish of me just to want to get some guilt out of my life.
So what did she do
Was your
when you
mom
told
horrified?
her? No, she's probably turned on.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
She
she
grabbed
just-
Amy's hand and put it on her vagina.
Made me fist her.
And she asked, oh, is it the black one that I've hooked up with? I'm like, oh, Mom.
That's so mom.
Oh, no. So what did she say to you?
I think she was concerned.
Yeah.
And she was like, she comforted me. Like, it's okay. Like, what do you say to your daughter?
Aw.
Mom,
There.
I just let.
Now, was the,
It's kind of a turn on.
Can you imagine like?
Oh, sorry.
Could you imagine like like something happened to a boy, like a little boy, and like the boy goes to his dad and has to explain that he got jerked off in a cab? Like that would just
Dad,
never
I got
happen.
jerked off in the cab.
It'd be like,
that's my boy.
Exactly.
But you know what? Like, that is still, I like watching porn where the guy's really gross.
Yeah.
And the girl's like beautiful and like innocent and
Oh,
young.
Nice.
Wait, so you were molested by an ugly guy?
Yeah.
Fucking
Well,
watch
I mean,
No, I mean, when
made
you
it
watch my home
happen.
movies.
When you were I'm saying when you were a lot younger.
See, the
I
flow
was?
chart.
Yeah, it goes back to Jimmy's flow chart. You were molested by some greasy old guy.
Well, I don't remember.
Older guy. That's
a
If
great.
that happened, I don't. That memory
That's a
hasn't come
good
up yet.
molestation if you don't remember.
yeah.
That just means it was really
Yeah,
deep.
those are the best ones when your memories go bye-bye.
Oh my god.
Let me ask you this: have you ever gone back in time and masturbated to that whole
No.
scenario?
No, that made me like really ill for a while after, and I think only now that it's
Yeah.
over 10 years later can I.
Crazy.
Well over 10 years.
Where were you? Where were you?
Fuck you.
Wow.
Just kidding.
You guys.
That's fucking funny.
Padding a couple of years.
Oh, Amy, where were you coming from?
What a
fucking,
dick!
I'm just teasing her.
fucking monsters. I'll be changing your diapers in less than a decade.
Where were you coming from that you
A
couldn't?
bar.
But you couldn't hook up at
Somebody
the
was
bar.
guest bartending. It wasn't about that.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was about being self-destructive. That's self-destructive.
Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't want to
Yeah.
hook up and have.
I
an
did
actual
like a bunch of
connection.
I did a bunch of self-destructive,
You
dangerous
did?
kind of stuff.
Was that after the
Really?
rape?
Yeah.
Oh, see, okay. I wonder if was it all after that?
Yeah.
Why didn't you touch his penis? Wouldn't that have played into what you were going for that night?
No.
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 Jeez.
That was
You
just
just wanted to be-
self-punishment. All
Yeah.
self-punishment.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
After
Oh.
the
Crazy. Wow.
It was crazy. I did crazy stuff then. I'm not going to tell any more today because
Oh,
it's a
but
lot.
is there?
But there was
There's got to be stuff even crazier than that.
more
that was
gross.
the
No?
that was the
That was one of
gross.
the
How many? How
big
many?
ones?
That was up there.
How many guys most you've been with at one time?
One.
Oh, that's it.
Oh
You
yeah, no.
Never
I
had
never
the
was
two
just
guy
like a
thing.
cum dumpster. No.
Never a cum dumpster.
And it was always like very selfish and about me. I didn't like
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
like go nuts on
Good
everybody's
for you.
cocks. It
Good
was
for
like,
you. Yeah.
Thanks.
A lot
Yeah.
of people saying the cab driver remembers this story and tells it
Oh,
a
he's
lot.
still telling that one.
I
As you
wonder
were
if he
telling it,
recognizes
he was
me.
telling it because
If-
he's telling it all the fucking
I
time.
wonder if he. I bet he looks like a listener of this show.
Yeah.
And I bet.
It was me.
Oh god, it's a lot of cab drivers saying that.
Dude, it was me, dude.
Oh, I hope so.
Oh, that would
You know,
be
he
great.
dropped the. I hope it was fucking Big A. He used to drive a fucking livery car.
Big A was at the cellar this weekend.
Was he?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah.
He gets around.
he did.
Hey, why don't we take a break? Because we're not going to beat the Amy
I gotta
Schumer
make
getting
wee-wees.
fingered by a cabbie story right now.
I'm gonna go in the bathroom and jack off thinking of that.
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah.
Do
We're all
myself.
going to
Back
the
to
bathroom.
Maybe I
cutting
could
myself.
find somebody to grab their hand and shove it on my cock, much like Amy Schumer
What
does
a
or
little
did.
whore.
We have to plug.
Well, let me get Amy's out of the way. Amy's filming
Amy
her
got
big Comedy
plugged with
Central
those cabbie
special
fingers.
on June 23rd at the Fillmore in San Francisco. How do people get tickets for this, Amy?
If they, I don't know. It's like a website. You got to go in the
my
Fillmore.
God.
Google
You gotta make it
Amy
easy for
Schumer.
people. It's like a
website.
Comedy Central.
All right, they'll figure it out.
Yeah.
You
and
really should go.
I'm at the Nashville Zanies Thursday. Atlanta Punchline tomorrow.
Wow, you're all over the place.
And Augusta, Georgia on Monday.
What? Wait, so you're doing Georgia, Tennessee, and then back to Georgia?
Back to Georgia, Bonnaroo.
And
my
then
special.
Illinois, man. You're
Illinois.
You're getting around.
I
man.
am.
That's great.
Yeah, well, I got to meet new cab drivers.
You obviously always got around. I'm sorry. I stink.
That's fucking sexy shit right there.
It really is.
It really is. Guys thinking like, wow, that's fucking really hot.
You want to take phone calls from guys that jerked off to that story?
Oh,
Oh, God. I
all
don't
right.
believe
Let
it.
me get my phone out.
We'll take calls from guys that jerked off to that last Amy Schumer story after the break. Jimmy, what do you got there, buddy?
This Saturday, I'm obviously in MGM in Foxwoods with Artie, Nick, and Attell. And I fucked up so badly with my tweet yesterday.
You did.
We're doing the Chicago market August 11th at the Horseshoe Casino. It's in Hammond, Indiana. It's myself, Artie Lang, Nick, and Dave Attell. And tickets are on sale this Friday, 10 a.m. I just totally fucked up the plug and everything.
All right. And also, this just came in. Greatest drive to work story ever.
See, people loved it.
Ever.
Loved it.
And they're calling. So guys were jerking off. So more with Amy Schumer.
Sirius XM. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
So sweet.
Oh, that's sweet.
I feel good now. Sometimes you get in a cab.
Yeah.
And you want more than a ride home.
That's
Riga, your fingers smell. What's on your hand, Riga?
Well, I'm going to go to Craig in Montreal.
All right.
Craig.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, man.
Hi, sir.
Hey, well, that was a pretty good story, Amy, I must say. I was out in my tool shed fixing up some stuff, and there was like a guy out spraying the lawn for some chemicals, so I had to close the door and fucking rub one out.
Oh, I thought you were going to ask him to come.
Yeah. Come on in here.
Tell you a couple things.
Help me out.
How do you feel that a guy all the way up there in Montreal just whacked off to your story, Amy?
All the blood just rushed to my head. I feel pretty embarrassed.
Why? Because you had to ease your leg over, take his hand, and shove it in your vagina. What's wrong with that? It's nice.
I don't know. I guess I just.
What a hint.
I guess I've just never been in a tool shed.
Why don't you try something more
How
subtle?
did you let him know?
Way to leave him guessing.
Yeah.
That's like that's that body language we're taught to read from a girl.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah.
I think this
What is
is
she
me.
thinking?
Your legs flew open like a mousetrap closing.
Read between the lines.
That's
Oh,
good.
Amy.
It's just so cool to talk about because it's just a cool story for a guy to hear.
God.
And it's past you. I mean, please.
Oh yeah,
Do you
I'm
regret
way
it?
past that now.
Or do you regret doing the self-destructive stuff?
I regret talking about it here.
That's probably the
first
biggest
off.
I
regret
don't know.
you
I
should
guess
have.
I don't regret anything that I've done sexually.
That's how
yeah.
girls rationalize it, by the way. I have no regrets, and then
No,
they
I
cry
mean-
for no reason in the middle of the night.
I can't be slowly fucked. It has to be a pounding.
What are you doing with this slow fucking
Stop
shit?
looking in my eyes.
Yeah, I agree with the eye-looking thing. It's got to go.
You don't like the eye
like
looking
that?
thing?
No.
Wow.
I
For
know.
what?
Sometimes it's fun.
I don't
If it's like you know, if it's not.
search it out, but I don't mind it.
I'll say so, if I'm saying something hot.
You don't like looking in
You
the eyes.
take this. Yeah. What do you think of these apples?
Have you ever kept your eyes looked a girl in the eye while you were having an orgasm?
Oh man,
That's nuts. You
gotta
should
hide,
do that.
gotta
That's
hide
nuts.
the face. No, I gotta
No,
hide.
I don't make a really dumb face when I come though. I really don't.
How do you know?
Because I've had many reports.
Airplane bathrooms. Making
Because
eye
it
contact
changes
with
from
yourself.
his normal face.
No. Do I look in the eyes while I'm coming?
Try it.
I have with paid sex things. Yeah. Massage therapist.
Wow.
So you can look in the eyes of like a hooker.
Stranger, yeah.
Stranger, but not someone you might like.
No. For what?
We know
who each other is.
I don't mind that. But orgasm has to be turn the head's got to go into the pillow or something.
It's gotta
just,
be.
Really?
Yeah, I just don't know what
Mix it up.
I don't know what
It's
it looks
fun.
like. It's got to look silly as fuck, though.
It does. It looks crazy. But if you trust the person,
It
it's
looks
funny.
crazy.
Yeah, it looks like
Oh.
you're losing your mind.
The real John Baker. Amy's story is like a filthy Harry Chapin song.
So she put my hand on her pussy.
Oh my god.
That's
my
good. What was that
God.
stupid song?
Taxi.
Taxi, right?
Driving in my taxi.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, man, someone's going to do
She
that.
said, my pussy's hairy. I said, yes, it is Sue. Harry and Sue.
Of course. You were all
I don't know
groomed
why I
up,
don't
I'm
get more
sure.
corporate
We groomed up
work.
nice,
Yeah.
at least, for the cab driver.
Yeah, were you shaved back then or no?
I was.
Back in the 18s?
I was.
When you have a little landing strip back then?
I probably had a landing strip.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think all the girls were going
I wasn't
Star of
going-
David.
sans hair yet. They weren't doing the hairless as much.
I made it look
right?
like an eyebrow, so it looked like it was winking at him.
Hey,
Come
hey,
on
fella.
over.
Amy Schumer, big Comedy Central special.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do we have more info on that finally?
Yeah, to get tickets, go to tinyurl.com/free Amy Ticks.
Nice. Okay.
TIX.
Why don't you just Twitter the
It's
link?
June 23rd.
June
I
23rd,
will.
Fillmore, San Francisco Comedy Central special with Amy.
No one says go to tiny URL. You just fucking click the link.
Well, you'll tweet it too.
I'll tweet it.
Oh, Amy.
Please come, San Francisco.
Amy Schumer on Twitter. What else is going on, Amy?
Oh, God. Nothing. What?
Nothing.
What?
Why is it on me?
Oh, God.
Oh, she's
Let's
the
get
big-
Bear Grylls in here.
Yeah,
You
boy.
like the Bear Grylls, huh?
Yeah.
Did you like him? Or you tried it to him?
Guy.
No, no.
Or you just like his show?
Neither.
Oh.
No, he was like,
She would have liked Paul Williams yesterday.
why?
Oh, little Paul Williams.
He's kind of an ugly,
Uriah she would have liked.
geez.
trollish,
Oh, right. She liked
heavy
him.
driver
If he's
type
listening.
guy.
Now we're in the,
I like
now we're
ugly
in Dutch
guys.
with him again.
I
knows
like
it.
ugly guys.
He knows it.
I like guys with something wrong, so they're really appreciative.
Aw,
We had
that is sweet.
I'll take a baby arm any day.
we had Anthony Bourdain, we had Paul Williams, and we had Uriah Faber.
Wow.
Anthony
So
Bourdain,
This
that
day
guy
is really
really tells it like it
So,
is.
which guy would you have allowed to finger you?
The
if
one
you were
I've heard
18?
of, Bourdain.
Bourdain.
Who are the other ones?
Uriah. It's Uriah Faber is a UFC bantamweight fighter
Okay, I want to change my answer.
in perfect shape. Yeah, you'd probably want to bang Uriah.
Perfect shape with with a cleft chin.
He's a handsome guy.
I bet Bourdain knows how to get down, though.
Probably will, yeah. Been
Don't you
around.
think?
It's
Or
been
he
around the
feels
block,
entitled
as they
to his-
say.
I don't know.
He used to do a lot of drugs, right? A lot of
I don't
drugging.
know.
He hinted to it yesterday.
Oh, LSD, right.
And he talked about smoking crack. I don't know if he was going for a joke or not.
He's got a
there.
wide rib cage.
He's got so many muscles. I can't identify them all.
Dude,
It
it's
looks like
fucking.
he's a turtle shell.
Yeah. He's
Wait, how do you get the side abs?
dude, that guy fucking must do. He probably does
Holy
sets of 20 crunches for fucking
Yeah,
hours.
yeah, that's crazy.
We took the picture, and he had his fucking traps, that little neck bump. It's like a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really.
His obliques have a six pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Looks
Could
like
you-
he's a brain, like
you-
under his nipples.
a turtle shell.
Could you
Wow.
go to his Twitter? He literally tweeted the worst picture ever taken of me.
Oh, really? Of you?
No.
And he has like millions of followers. I'm like,
Oh, no.
No, he's got like 200,000. He's got a lot, but
I
he's
told
not.
Jimmy, I go, I look like a balding idiot. I don't think my hair looks like that normally. I don't know.
Oh, we got to see where the...
I was.
What's his ethnicity with that name?
I don't know. I think he's just white California
Uriah
kid.
Faber.
Really?
Yeah, he's the California kid.
Yeah, California kid.
You don't know where? Yeah, it was after you left, Dan. He took a picture with me, and Jimmy said he had a good time and tweeted it.
Oh.
Oh, you don't look like that. You look like a car salesman there.
I don't look like that,
No,
right?
you don't
Help
look
me
like
out,
that.
Amy.
You don't look like that.
I got killed yesterday.
Your
Help me
hair
out.
looks parted there. Like
Yeah.
that's a weird
That's
shot.
not at all what you look like. But that is
Yeah.
a terrible, terrible picture.
I'm like, really? I finally get a nice hit on Twitter, and,
And
it's
you're
that?
all like...
Good picture
eh.
of Jimmy.
Yeah,
you
Jimmy,
look
that
very
is a good
charming
picture.
there.
Yeah,
me
Jimmy's
see.
smiling.
Well, we had
Are you
guests.
lying?
Devilish
No,
grin.
I'm not lying.
We had visitors, so I was using my wife's stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't just say shampoo on her bottle, so I had to guess. And I think I might have picked
You
one
used
that's
the
a bit greasy.
Did you wash
What
with
do
the
you mean it doesn't say
conditioner?
shampoo?
It doesn't say shampoo. I don't know. I'll take pictures of them.
I didn't see the video of the punch.
It came out pretty
Is
good.
it good? Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
not
sometimes
bad.
they do.
Oh, see it. Is it on the Facebook page?
That thing.
Bam.
That had to hurt so
It did,
much.
and it still does.
So much.
Go to our Facebook page to see Uriah Faber punch Jimmy. He punched you hard. He punched you the hardest, I think. And I think you mentioned it, or somebody did, how quick.
No, the hardest was John Jones.
Harder than Uriah Faber?
Yeah. John hit the hardest.
But the quickness of Uriah Faber's punch was pretty impressive.
John's a light heavyweight. It was there's a fucking
Opie and Anthony. What's our Facebook?
50-pound difference. between
Opie and
those guys.
Anthony.
Not Opie and Anthony. Okay, Opie and Anthony on Facebook.
Yeah, 50-pound difference. And John, the one John threw at my left arm was a fucking hard punch.
What about Uriah's yesterday?
Hard.
Just start
Frankie
a bruise?
Edgar's was hard. They
Where
were
did
all.
he punch you?
Once
Look at the
in
bruise.
this arm,
Okay, see?
and there's no bruise here.
And that
then
wasn't
he hit me,
enough,
He hit
so-
me once on this arm and
Starting to bruise.
starting to bruise. But John Jones, the bruise was fucking. I had it for a month.
Wow.
He fucking walloped me.
Wow. Yeah,
But he has a bigger hand too.
That's a video. You can just go to our Facebook page. I tweeted it as well. It's the latest video of Jimmy getting fucking beat up.
Even though I know other guys have done it, like Jason Ellis took a Liddell punch. I would like to take one from Liddell, and I wish I had done it from. Oh, he's taking a punch from Pedro. Let me see it. 'Cause I have not seen it. You know what? All right, just fast forward to that part. Go to the
That's
left,
just
the other one.
first one.
Oh my god.
Look at this. Gets up.
Oh
Watch
my
this.
God.
Watch this, Amy.
Oh, shit! Oh!
I don't know, Jimmy. That's pretty hard.
That was a good shot.
That was a...
That's pretty hard.
Shit!
You don't want to look the girl in the eye when you're making that face?
Yeah, he really. Imagine that in the face.
That's the, and that was
Fucking
him.
face.
Like that was him being friendly. Like he's a nice
Yeah,
dude.
just
He
being
wasn't
friendly.
trying to. He was just showing, give me a little.
I would take a shot in the face from him.
Oh, yeah. Amy.
Come on, we're having fun.
Oh, Amy.
Nah, they'll probably knock your teeth out.
Come on.
Oh, no.
Chip,
See,
listen, Chip. You don't understand, Chip.
I think he wants to leave the biggest bruise. So let's see what happens in a couple of days with this bruise. Jimmy.
Yeah.
No, the biggest.
I like Uriah. He's a good guy. man.
He's a very,
He's
very
all right.
nice dude.
He's all right. I hope he does well with that book.
Yeah, I hope so too. But fucking.
I hope it tanks.
Jones was the fucking toughest. He was the one that hurt the most by far.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Those chokes hurt too, but Jones's leg thing was devastating.
Oh yeah, that was the number one. I would. Yeah. I forgot about the thigh thing.
Wow.
It was a knee, right?
I still
was
don't
a
get the
shin.
whole thing. This
His shin to your thigh.
His shin or his knee to his shin to my thigh. Yeah.
I wonder if it's just something else in Jimmy that
has
wants
to
him
be.
to get hurt.
No.
You like these guys like
Yeah,
hurting you.
No, but it's not pain that's unbearable at all. It's just a weird. I've said it before. I don't have to bore the audience with the same story. It's something that, as a fan, you watch this stuff. You don't get to experience any of it.
Yeah.
So it's like now when I see a leg kick, I really know I took one on a mild level. I don't just watch that as
it
a
gives
thing.
you a greater appreciation
Dude,
of
the fact
fight.
that guys take that and continue fighting. I
Yeah.
almost he fucking
It's
shinned me.
also
in
why
the-
you watch his gay porn.
I almost threw up.
Yeah.
But it's like you get an appreciation.
Get a
for
greater
it.
appreciation for 8 inches up your ass. Let me tell you, for guys, that really hurts. See what he's doing to the.
I get it. I get it, guys.
I get it now.
Yeah, no. But I think it's fun to do it. It's
Yeah.
like you get to. How many people get to take a fucking punch from a fucking UFC champion? And
How
he's
many
not trying to
want?
hurt.
Taking a
How many
punch.
people want to?
It's
though?
fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't
Honestly.
know.
I think a lot of people would do what Jimmy's doing.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I agree with Jimmy.
I don't think I'm
Yeah, I
unique
think
with
you're
that.
right. I think a lot of people would.
I'm a fucking wimp every time I get close. And you even asked yesterday, and I was like, no.
If I didn't,
I
think
got to do it one time.
Did you have to?
Snapped arm or
I would
something.
be. I wouldn't let Brock punch me full power. I wouldn't let Couture hit me full power. But I would let them hit me fucking like
How
the
is
Jones
Uriah-
hit me 60% or 70%. That hurt.
And Uriah Faber yesterday, 50%? That looked
Yeah.
way more than 50%.
Nah,
I
it
don't
Looked
get
like
it.
he went.
No,
That was
if
a short arm.
He didn't.
He
It was
kind
a
of
short arm.
Yeah.
He didn't cock back.
If he really
Dude,
cock back,
Oh,
put his
yeah, I
body
hear what
into
you're
it.
saying.
Oh,
like Roy Nelson threw a punch in one of these fucking thing. He knocked out who he was fighting. It was an overhand. The fat guy that annoyed you.
yeah.
He threw a fucking like a bolo punch, roundhouse overhand right.
What do you mean the guy that annoyed him?
Because he's so out of shape.
Yeah. I was
He's in
just getting
terrible shape.
annoyed
He looks like a big
watching the
hillbilly.
Fight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's
Like,
a heavyweight.
who's this guy? He doesn't belong in here.
But like that, I would never let him do that to me.
Yeah.
because that's fucking.
Oh, yeah, that would
you'd
hurt.
break your arm.
Yeah.
I'm not an idiot.
Well,
You know.
that has to
might
hurt,
be.
though. I can't wait till the bruise is really bad.
Yeah, me neither.
It really looks cool. You've had the one with the that bruise that you got from the, what was it, a kick? Or was it a punch?
No, Rashad bruised both arms, and Jones did the left one. That one fucking Jones, he hit me because he has a big fucking light heavyweight fist. Oh, that left a nice fucking mark.
Good one.
Are you scared it'll hurt you like forever?
No.
Yeah, like break an arm or something.
Yeah,
No.
Why?
The only one that scared me was the leg thing, because then I was in Pennsylvania. Then I got into bed a certain way, and because I had been favoring it, my fucking knee hurt. I had to wear a knee brace.
Oh my God.
And the
Geriatric mess.
And the chokes scare me a little bit. I won't do chokes anymore.
Why?
Because my voice is my fucking living, and it's like a couple times I had a sore throat for about a week after Jones choked me, and after Couture and Velasquez put me in a fucking choke. The punches are just kind of they're a little sore, but the fucking chokes are a little scarier. Brock's fucking knee thing hurt too.
What if you get like a blood clot or something from it?
Come on.
Oh, jeez.
These guys
I
fight.
hope your affairs are sorted out. I'll take care of it.
Your affairs.
I'll be in charge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Getting hit is not the part of fighting that's scary is not being hit. It's in being embarrassed by losing.
Really?
Yeah, it's not the physical pain of being punched.
Well, usually
I'm scared of being hit.
Yeah,
no, but that's a survivable thing. It's something about the ego of losing and being humiliated.
I
don't want to get hit.
hate the thought of getting punched in the
It's not pleasant, but I mean that's not the scary
Keith
part.
and I sparred for the first time 2 days ago at the boxing gym.
Yep.
And when he started to really come at me, I started laughing, and I think it's because I was
nervous
scared. I think
laughter?
I could not stop laughing.
Oh,
well,
wow.
You know, first it was just we were just going at each other, but then once I lost control, I just couldn't stop laughing, and I think it's because I was afraid of being humiliated. So it's just, Keith is so awful.
Keith is a dumb guy who won't know that you're just sparring. Like
a dumb guy.
That guy.
I know he goes like full throttle.
He'll
for
just
my
wind
face.
up and fucking belt you. Yeah.
Is he good?
Keith.
Yeah.
I love
I think
him.
Keith is more of a wrestler than a boxer.
He's probably a street fighter.
We're both getting better. Yeah, I think in the heat of the moment,
sure he
Keith
could get
do
some
some
stuff
damage.
done.
But boxing is like a different.
Yeah.
You know, like neither of us have the skills yet.
How's Will?
You don't have the skill set?
Will's good.
Very
Yeah.
quick, right?
Yeah, he like only eats steamed vegetables. It's like I don't eat. Why do you get out of bed in the morning?
Oh man.
Sam eats fish.
Who's this?
Will Sylvans. He was, he was Patrice's roommate. He spoke at the wake.
Will. Yeah, I know Will.
Yeah, black guy's.
He's a good man.
Yeah, he's in perfect physical
He is.
shape
He's a
now
good
from
guy.
boxing.
He is.
And
He's
steamed vegetables, apparently.
Zero fat.
Steamed vegetables suck.
I like a good steamed vegetable. A good steamed carrot.
Horrible. I'll juice that shit, but I'm not gonna.
Juicing is good.
Juice that shit, bro.
Yeah, you got to juice that shit.
Holla.
I don't know. That's some great discipline, though, to be able to do that, because you will end up in great shape.
Yeah.
Not fucking fat. Yeah.
How good's the
Feel
workout?
ripped.
45 minutes?
It's an hour.
You gotta be
Sometimes
sweating
a little
like
longer.
pig.
Oh, no.
You sweat from the time you're in there until you leave.
Yeah.
Like dripping.
Does your taint sweat?
Oh, my taint is like fucking sopping.
Yeah.
I wear a little headband on my taint.
Yeah.
She has a notoriously wet taint, though.
Yeah.
It's like
You're
a
known for
sponge
that?
cake.
Yeah, I put those nasal strips on my taint just to slow it. It
Just to
doesn't
soak
work.
up some of the sweat.
Doesn't work. It's not the sweat that's the problem. It's the smell. Everybody gets upset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's upset.
Yeah.
So what do you do? What is the workout? You do some jump ropes, some heavy bags, some
Push-ups.
punches, and
It's always different.
Oh,
but
you
like
mix-
some days we only box. He'll be like, "You're gonna throw 2,000 punches today," or he'll do like sort of circuit training and strength training.
Do you
and
have
then
gloves?
box. No, I just bring my own wraps.
is there a lot of people there
There's probably 20 people there.
in his class? In his class?
Whose class
No,
is
it's
it?
not a class. We just work with a trainer,
What gym you're
a
at?
boxing trainer.
The famous one downtown.
It's Louis used to go there. Broadway Bleecker.
Yeah, I think that's the famous one where we
Is
just
it?
featured that crazy training guy.
Really?
Oh,
There's a-
right. Yeah.
There's a
yeah.
video of a guy.
Gleason's is famous, and the
That
one on
guy's-
Church.
I think it's
Street's
Church.
famous. Yeah, no, that's a
That
different
guy.
one.
Oh, okay.
Crazy.
Yeah,
that
that
guy
one's
is
famous.
crazy. Where's Ralph Macchio? He's late.
Oh, no. Roland is actually, he's not late. It's like 3 minutes.
Roland just made the Karate
He
Kid
just
move.
did,
Did he really?
the crane move.
Fucking
Like a
right.
karate
How
kicking.
sick is Ralph Macchio of the crane move in his face?
Oh, he's gotta be so sick of it. You know, when he's walking down the street, people must do that. Hey, Daniel's
yeah.
son.
Wax some, wax off.
Oh, God, enough, you motherfucker.
Why don't we spend the whole interview just going,
Sorry.
do it, do it, do
Come
it.
on, do the
Come on,
move.
do it, do
Do
it.
the
Come
move.
on, do the
Do
crane.
it. Come on.
Can we get a picture? Could you do the crane?
I'll
while
be
we-
Johnny. He'll be Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah. No, I want to be the bad guy, fucking Cobra Kai Sensei.
Johnny.
Do it.
You want to be Johnny? Yeah, you're blonde. You could be Johnny.
I'm Johnny.
Yeah. And Danny could be the guy that goes, yeah, get the body bag.
Hey, what happened with the new version of that movie? Did well?
I don't know.
With
Will
the
Smith's kid?
Will
Yeah,
Smith's
did it
kid.
do all right?
I think it did do well. I
Yeah.
didn't see it.
Are they going to do a sequel?
I hope
Was it that
so.
good?
With
He
the
looks
same
so
girl,
little.
the same Asian girl, but she's 38 now. She was beautiful, wasn't she, in part 2?
You liked her?
Fuck yeah, I had a big crush on her, man.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
I'm not into Asian girls.
I'm not. It's not a fetish for me, but she was what?
No,
It did well.
Okay.
How much? A couple $100 million?
Yeah, it did. It's scraping 200 million.
I think he's
That's
coming
a
now.
huge hit. He's coming right now, Sal.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
There's Ralph Macchio.
There he is.
A guy who said he would never do our show, but here he is.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not getting
it's a
obsessed
different
about
type
it, but he did
of
say that.
thing. You know.
Hey, Ralph.
Hey there. Oh, dude.
No, don't do that.
You're an idiot.
Oh, my God, I'm embarrassed.
How are you, man?
How you doing?
Hey, Ralph.
Good?
I'm good.
Take
How you
a
guys?
seat.
I met you at a Jets game. And,
That's right, it was you.
And I do have to say, you said you would never do our show.
Did I say I would never do it?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I said I would never do it.
I-
Did I? I thought that was Stern.
Yeah.
No, that was you.
Oh, we talked about that a little bit.
We're
too.
on the air.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, on the air?
Yeah, we just
That's Amy Schumer to your right, a very funny comic.
the
How are
lovely
ya?
and talented.
Opie, Anthony,
Nice to meet you.
and
Good,
Jim Norton to your left there.
Good. Hey, Jim. How are you?
Jimmy,
Good.
how you doing,
Hey, man. Good. Good to see
Good,
you
good.
guys.
The Long
Oh, good.
Island guy, right?
Long
Yeah.
Island guy is actually it. Yes.
Yeah. Whereabouts?
I grew up in Dix Hills,
Oh, yeah,
Huntington
okay.
area.
Yeah, that's where I was.
Huntington,
Huntington?
Centerport.
Centerport, right,
Centerport.
right. And we have a place not far from Port Jeff. And,
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
And then we go to Montauk.
Nice.
That's the house the '80s built.
I was back. I was kind of by the same area, like Huntington, Dix Hills area. It was like by, remember Fred's Diner?
Yeah.
I was right behind there. There's
Really?
a little street that's back there. That's exactly where I fucking live. That's where I was born and raised. Long Island trash.
Long Island.
Good old Long
That's
Island.
great.
That's right. That's right.
And you never really left Long Island with all the success you
No,
had.
I always home base.
Kept your roots?
in New York. Yeah, it just I've always kept sort of one foot in and one foot out. I think that's sort of lend itself to me not going insane or down all those dark roads.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
So we're looking to do that now.
Never got
what-
to Hollywood.
Never go. I don't know about that. But, yeah.
What are you the sickest talking about? Like, what are you the most disgusted to have?
God.
No, I'm saying, but as they bring up certain, like, what is the thing that you're like, I write already with this?
Would you do the crane in the studio?
Exactly what we just said. We said that had to be the number one thing that's got to be so fucking annoying.
No, but the thing is, it's like, will you do the crane? Because that's one thing I don't like. I consider it sort of sacred-esque to me, and a piece of the legacy of. I know legacy is a big word, but that is an image in a movie you probably do
Right.
anywhere on the planet, and everybody knows what it is,
Right.
at least still.
Yes.
But the and I only did it once since I did the movie, and that was in my own Wax On Fuck Off video.
Oh, right. Funny or Die.
Funny or Die.
Which was a great
But
video.
They've asked you to do it many times, and you've said no.
Oh,
right?
they all do it. I mean, I did Dancing with the Stars day one. They're like, "You're going to do the crane, right?" I said, "You haven't earned the crane yet, dude." So that's the. But as I get older, I consider it a privilege. I don't look at it as like,
Right.
but like, come on, man, you can do it. I'll stand there. Like,
I'll watch you do it.
And I critique them and how bad they
We nailed
suck
it.
at it.
We nailed
Who
it.
was the really hot
hilarious.
Asian girl from part? We were just talking about her from part 2. She was beautiful.
Right, she's a beautiful girl. Her name is Tamlin Tamita.
Is she? Did she keep? A lot of times they go overseas and keep acting. I never saw her again.
She was in working now as her publicist. She was
Should promote
she was
her.
in the Joy Luck Club, which I think was a
Oh,
legitimate
shit.
movie, and
Yeah.
some a bunch of films, but that one just comes to mind as
biggest
one of the
one.
bigger ones since then.
Yeah. Jimmy liked her a lot.
Yeah,
I'm a big Up the Academy fan, though. I go
Up
way
the
back with
Chooch
you.
Bombalazzi, right? Yeah, that's a name.
Who else was in that besides Ron Liebman? I can't place the rest of the cast. But I watched that movie 500 times.
Good. Barbara Bach.
Oh, man.
You guys are testing me. This is fun. Well, it was directed by Downey Sr. and Downey Jr., Robert Downey
All right.
Jr. was in the movie. He was like 13
Oh, no
and
kidding.
a half,
Holy
just turning
shit, wow.
14.
Who was he in the
Yeah.
movie?
He was like, third soccer player from the left.
Oh, okay.
Kind of guy. But he was there all the time and with his dad. And it was a crazy, that was my first job.
Yeah.
Shoots, Rodney Ververgaard.
Rodney Ververgaard.
I fucking forget the name of the. I forget the name of the academy. I know Mad Magazine did it.
It was Weinberg Academy.
Weinberg,
Could
yes.
you imagine a military academy called Weinberg? That was the whole joke.
Yeah.
I mean, it was written by these two guys, Tom Patchett, Jay Tarsis, who were Newhart writers, like back in they were sitcom writers.
Yeah.
But it was. God, and Hutch Parker was in that movie, who wound up running 20th Century Fox for a while. He's Parker Stevenson's kid brother. If you know, I'm a wealth of pop culture.
You really know. Yeah.
It's all I want to talk about is every time Ron Liebman walked in the room, it would get cold.
Yeah, that's right.
And there was the black guy. I forget what his name was. It Washington?
Antonio Vargas from he was Huggy Bear.
Huggy Bear. Yeah.
Oh, is that who that was?
That's
Huggy
right.
Bear.
Huggy Bear from Star.
What chick with big tits? 1980.
1980.
Yeah.
This is 1980.
I just I've seen it here, but
32 years ago.
How'd you get that one? Had to audition and everything?
I auditioned and got the part, and I just, I didn't know, I did a couple commercials and just out of the gate.
What commercials? Because I remember like every fucking commercial when I was growing up.
Hubba Bubba.
Yeah?
That's right. You guys got to
Hubba Bubba.
I just remember
crack research.
No, it's just...
It was actually Bubble Yum.
Oh,
Bubble Yum.
The competition for Hubba Bubba.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I apologize.
And they
Bubble
said
Yum.
there were spider eggs in there.
Right. First,
Remember that?
That rumor.
that whole thing.
They needed people to stop chewing.
Spider eggs in it, man.
It's doing too well.
What'd you do in the commercial?
I
Chewed
sang and danced. It was here's the jingle. I think I remember it, and you can probably pull it up online. It's oh God, how does it go? The number yum tasting bubble gum that tastes so fine. The famous flavor lasts a long, long time. It's a taste of the yum. The number yum tasting bubble gum. It's like we work in a bubble gum factory.
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
remember that.
Instead of number one, they said number yum.
Number yum.
Did you
That was it.
correct them and tell them there's a misprint? This is supposed to be one. This is
No,
wrong.
I just know. I know now there were 50 executives in the room figuring out that jingle, and it was Saturday morning cartoon stuff.
Do you look back on stuff and like a lot of people look back on stuff and get not embarrassed by it because there's some very, very famous stuff there. But like when you look back, you're like I hate looking at older footage of myself. Do you like it or do you kind of try to avoid it?
Some older footage is kind of it's tough to look at. I mean, my kids just remind me of how much more hair I had or how much better looking I was,
Shit.
And it's constantly a reminder. Hey, Dad, look at this when you had, more hair and you didn't have to
You got
work
a lot of
with
hair,
it.
though, right?
Yeah. No, I got a decent amount of hair, but
You got a
I
decent
had
amount of hair
sick,
still.
I had a sick, abundant amount of hair. And just,
Your voice seemed deeper back then, which your voice. You actually sound younger now than you did back then.
Well, that's it. I am doing the Benjamin Button thing. I figure why age it's so unpopular.
How old are the kids?
My daughter is 20. Believe that.
You got a 20-year-old?
It's sick.
Jesus.
And my son is 16.
You're
I got
like a
two
teen
sophomores. It's weird. I'm weird. I'm a man-child freak. But we just move on. I mean, considering the alternative, we'll take it, I guess.
Yeah, right?
Wow.
Yeah. So what are you working on now? Yeah, I know
just,
TV Land is...
Yeah. Tomorrow night on Wednesday, June 6th, 10:30 on TV Land, Happily Divorced. It's Fran Drescher's show. Really funny. I play her love interest and is caught in a cliffhanger triangle, and then we're going to do some more episodes next season. So that's a lot of fun, and people should check it out. And I just did a film with called Hitchcock with Anthony Hopkins and Helen Mirren.
Oh, wow.
It was a great get for me, and Scarlett Johansson's in it, Toni Collette and Jessica Biel and me.
Wow.
I mean, I don't have it's not a huge starring part, but it's just a great gig to be involved with. I play the guy who wrote Psycho, the original screenplay to Psycho. So finished that up, and I'm heading off to do a Lifetime movie, for a Christmas movie, keep all the family people happy. Nice Ralphie does a nice and then I have, and then I'll be done after this one.
Lifetime movie. Do you play some guy that seems really nice at first?
Yeah,
and
and he's like,
you start beating the woman at some point.
I wish we had that plot twist in it. But
love those Lifetime movies.
Yeah.
The girl's friend always kind of realized hey, I don't think
Something's
he's
wrong.
Oh,
Something's
shut
not right.
up! You're just jealous. And before you know it,
That's right.
She shows up wearing sunglasses everywhere. It's like, what happened? Well, he was tired. I knew he was tired.
Yeah, right. That's right. So that's I'm heading to Vancouver tomorrow for that, and then I have a show that I'm producing called American Gypsies coming in National Geographic on July 17th. It's a docu-series about this prominent gypsy family in New York City and their subculture. It's so
I never knew there was like this whole gypsy thing going on. I know, like I saw a few shows that there's that other gypsy
The
show.
Big Fat Gypsy Wedding. Yeah, this is different
And you watch
than
that and go, but it kind of gives you a little line on what's going on in that gypsy world.
Right.
You're like, what the? Who didn't notice this shit was going on?
And it's right down there. I mean, it's like 57th Street. It's downtown. It's like the psychic shops, and it's real. I saw the footage of his family, and it just, I mean, they have their own court system and their own.
Is it really?
You know, they and they, you know, they have the elders make the decisions. They don't bring law enforcement in, and they make and they're homeschooled.
Put a curse on you. Dinner.
It's weird.
Dinner.
Yeah, that's right.
I die with it on my lips.
So it's really a cool show. So that launches on July 17th. So
Hey, did you have scenes with Hopkins and Helen Mirren?
I had scenes with Hopkins and Tony Collette. Yeah, Hopkins
that's
was
cool.
great. And he was in one thing I will say, quick story about Anthony Hopkins. He's in the fats, you know, he's playing Hitchcock, so he's in the makeup and the prosthetics and the fat suit. And we're in, you know, he's in his mid 70s, and we're an hour 12 on this day, just starting the big scene that I have with him. Because he obviously has to be in makeup for X amount of time. And we shot the whole scenes on the first day shooting with it, and you know, the producers wanted to send him home to do my coverage, you know, to do the close-ups, which is not uncustomary, but never preferred. And he refused to leave when it was time for my close-ups. You know, he said, "This is our scene, and I would never take myself out of our scene. We need to react."
It would have been great if he said, "No, I need you to leave."
Yeah, that's what I should have. I thought about it because that's what I should have done.
You're bumming me out, man.
You're breaking me down. Tony, you're bringing me down.
That's amazing.
How funny would that be? That's fucking hilarious. That would be hilarious. See, that's why I need you with me.
But guys that are that amazing are usually really nice guys. Everyone says a guy like that is just a sweet guy and fun to, like, you know, a guy as great as he is could be a pompous ass.
Sure. Yeah, and you know, you hear so many of the other stories, so that's why I wanted to tell that story, because you know, he's a great guy.
Do you find yourself, I mean, you've been to some legendary movies. I mean, the fucking Outsiders. You've worked with some amazing people.
Yeah, that was a cool movie.
Do you still get intimidated working with a guy like that, or?
Yeah, upon first meeting, you know, you're still, you know, he's legendary and one of the greatest actors of our time, certainly, arguably. So it was, you know, wow.
Yeah.
I gotta make sure I'm here. And but he you know, was very easy to work with. I think it's tougher and you become more intimidated when they intimidate you. And he did not in any way. It was all a big embrace and support, which is, you know, a credit.
Did you flub any lines or no?
I did flub a few. Yeah. Like the hamana. You know, but it's all good.
He didn't give you any hard times or anything.
Yeah, no, he didn't try to eat my face off.
That's
probably what he's sick of. Hopkins is probably sick of that.
No,
that would be his number one.
I'm sure that's got to be his number one.
But you
want
think
some fava beans and a nice Chianti or whatever
we
his
get
thing.
it.
But he knows you too, Ralph.
Yes, absolutely.
You know?
No, he was
You're a
on
big star
on that.
yourself.
He was on that. He was, you know, he was very respectful. It was very cool.
It would have been cool if he asked you to do the crane. Then you'd have been like, all right, what do I do?
Oh, you know what?
And I would say, as long as you put that mask thing on.
That's what it is. He hasn't run into the right people.
That's right.
There are people that ask you to do it. You're definitely doing it.
Yes. I'm screwed.
Yeah.
But it ain't you guys.
I'll take that.
That's cool.
Definitely. How did you?
That's funny.
You think we're still pushing it
today?
How do you avoid? Because a lot of people, when they start acting as young as you did, get pretty fucked up. I mean,
Right.
what kept you away from?
Well,
that?
one of the things is I wasn't as young as I always looked. You know, people think that I started when I was 12. I just looked 12 when I was 25.
Oh, okay.
I played 16 for 47 years, I think. But, you know, the corny and yet truthful answer to that is I sort of had, you know, a pretty solid family upbringing. And I always, like I said, I lived 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Mm-hmm.
But on top of that, I just think I was too neurotic and green to go down the dark path. And I was like, no, that looks spooky. Let me go this way. So that's why I made my video making fun of myself.
After the Karate Kid, how was it with the girls after the Karate Kid? I mean, whether or not you took them up on it, but there must have been an amazing
There were options.
choice.
There were options.
That's a great way of putting it.
There were options.
Did you have a period of time where you kind of went a little bit out of control and then settled back into being really famous?
for me, out of control, it's like, staying up past midnight. No, it wasn't. I mean, I think I never went that far out of control. I think if I ever did, I probably would have had so much fun. So I chose to have fun in a different way. I wish I had a cooler story, but that's the truth.
It's all good.
That's probably why you didn't get out of control, because you just didn't go down that path.
Yeah.
I just reiterated what he said.
Wow.
Just
the
a nice guy with
interpreter.
a good upbringing.
That's right.
A good Long Island upbringing.
Yeah. What's the worth of that?
Well, I mean, you're still working,
That's right.
A lot of guys, when they're really famous, really, kind of younger, they stop working after a while. But
Well, listen, there was some lean years there for sure. You know, and
what did you do in those lean years?
So I made babies, and we had kids.
Became a family guy.
Became a family guy, exactly. And so that, I get asked that question a lot. Do you, because I had that not resurgence, but I surge at the beginning. I sort of paid my dues after success, as opposed to paying my dues on the way to it. I hit right away, and it was like bam, 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 and then it sort of started to wane, and you don't know how to get it back.
And what brought you back? What was the project?
I think I don't know if it's one specific thing. I think
because it seems very gray. It seems to me you've always been around.
Yeah, I that is true, but I never, it's all cyclical whether you hit those levels, But I think that I never sort of went away, but there's not one specific, it wasn't my Pulp Fiction for Travolta, but the truth is he had what's the baby talking?
Look Who's Talking?
Which was a legitimate hit, but that not necessarily was his big comeback, but Pulp Fiction all of a sudden was. So I didn't necessarily have that, but I guess with the nostalgia element that I bring to the table as, the guy you guys grew up with kind of thing, you give a little credit to the Dancing with the Stars machine that does put you out there to 20-something million people every week, and the fact that I didn't suck at it and try to represent myself well, I think is,
you like that? You like that experience?
There's stuff I liked about it, there's stuff I did not like about it. But I will say this much, it was a great thing at the time. I think the Funny or Die video and then the remake of the Karate Kid made me say this is the time to do this.
Right.
And even though I swore I would never do that show, and it turned out to be a positive thing. I mean, the performance element of the show, I loved it. The competition element of the show, you just feel the machine.
Oh, really?
And it's hard, but the embrace by the country and people, it was like running for president. It's unbelievable.
I hear it's
press.
a lot of work.
It's a ruthless amount of work. Anyone under 40 is cheating.
Yeah.
It's so much tougher. I mean, if I but it was great, and I've become very good friends. The girl I danced with, Karina Smirnoff, who is fantastic, talented, gorgeous, and all these other things. Is friends with my entire family, and that's been one of the best things to come out of it.
Nice. Did you, when you said they were lean years, like what's the first? Like, do you start to notice, like, did your agent go, yeah, we called so-and-so, but we didn't, like, what is the first sign that you're like, this might be...
Well, I'll give it to you even before that, which was the first sign to me. My Cousin Vinny.
Oh, right.
Which was a movie about obviously you know what it's about, but I played this part of this Italian-American guy in college age, and that's moving across the country and gets in trouble and blah, blah, blah. So you would think that's a slam dunk for a shot at the movie. The studio was not interested in seeing me for it. My agent couldn't get me in the room.
Wow.
And I knew Pesci not very well, but I had done a play with De Niro, and he'd come a few times, and so I wound up running into him, and he didn't have a problem with it, but there was just... Even at that early stage, you could start feeling like I was off the A, now on the B minus, maybe C plus list for whatever.
Wow.
You start to feel that, and it's interesting. That story is because when I finally got an audition, my agent pushed and got me in the room for what you would think would be just an offer or at least a meeting and possibly the job.
Yeah.
I got in there, and they were talking to Will Smith and Ben Stiller because those are the guys that the studio wanted, like a Jew and a black guy in the South. It doesn't change the movie at all. and I actually read with Will Smith. He read the other part, but they went with the Jewish guy and the Italian guy.
Wow.
And my friend and I got the role like seconds later after reading, and I never forget when Will Smith called me to say he was making the remake of the Karate Kid, I said, I read with you for My Cousin Vinny, and I think that was the last time I ever got the part, and you didn't. That's my long version of the story. But so to answer your question, you started to feel it even then.
Was it a typecasting though? Because you were so famous from something.
That affects you too.
And I think it's a combination of that being, so related to an iconic type of character, and the fact that I was aging at like snails. And I was like 30 and I played like 18. It's like, okay, how do we cast this guy? But now that seems to be.
It works out though, because you must obviously get recognized everywhere because you still look very similar to how you did as a kid.
Ish.
Yeah.
I think
you look very good.
No,
very
pretty
good.
similar.
I mean, there are people that look like worlds different than they did. So
No,
and I'll tell them when I see them, like, wow, you look a lot older than I thought you would.
Let them know. Let them know.
I don't know, right? Jesus, Jimmy.
But I love the fact that you were grounded enough to go in and read for it. Like, because I'm a pompous ass, and it's great that because you did an amazing job in the movie.
It was frustrating, and I bitched all the way in and all the way out. I didn't want to do it. It was pissed me off that I had to audition for My Cousin Vinny, or at least not have a meeting first.
And you must have been thinking, like, they're just going to blow this off. Like, they're just doing this as kind of let's do this so they leave us alone kind of a thing.
No, were you that confident going in? You're like, I want this? Because I would be like, fuck it, they don't want to see me, I don't want to go.
Yeah, I think at that point, I just decided to go. I think of my agent at the time, she just said to me, she said, you have to go in. It was a Saturday. You have to go in right now and just read. Trust me. Because I think she had them, she was turning them around. And because by the time I got back in the car, they called and it was done.
Wow.
You know that was supposed to be Dyson, that movie?
Really?
Yeah. He was a 3-picture deal.
Oh no!
One was for Ford Fairlane, and the other one was My Cousin Vinny, and then there was going to be a third
part?
one. Yes,
right.
But that's why when you look at Pesci and Marissa Tomei, it looks like he's a little older than her, and he was amazing. But
Right.
that was originally, I believe, written for Dice, and the studio got so much pressure they just fucking paid him off for the 3 movies and never gave him the second 2.
Wow.
Sounds awesome.
Oh, he's going to be in a Woody Allen movie,
Wealth
though.
of information.
That would have changed the movie.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, but Pesci was amazing. I mean, he
he's
did
great.
better than Joe Pesci.
It was a
But Woody
great
Allen grabbed him
performance.
for a movie.
Yeah.
Dice is going to be
That's
in a Woody
right.
Allen
It's
movie.
Louis C.K. I just read that.
Louis.
And Ozzie Davis was supposed to play the brother in Raging Bull, but Pesci got that. Yeah, Dice and Louis. Louis, I'm happy that Dice got it, though. I would love to know what Party's doing.
I don't know. I don't even know what the movie's about.
I don't either. Louis didn't tell me.
It's a big headline today, though.
Woody didn't tell you?
No,
Yeah,
Woody.
Woody didn't call and let us know. Damn it!
Well, no. I have met Woody. I've never read for him.
Really?
Yeah, I would love to.
How'd you meet him
but
and
it'd be a
not
great
read
story.
for him?
Because we have the same manager, so he introduced us.
And you didn't get a picture with Woody Allen?
Of course I did, and it's signed.
Do we know this?
I don't see that. That's a
Who
biggie.
wouldn't need
I
a
don't think
picture
we've
of-
seen that.
Kind of, Jimmy is like Mr. I need the autograph and picture and stuff from every
If it's
celebrity.
somebody,
He's crazy
with
like
some
that.
people. Well,
No,
I
with
don't.
everybody.
I don't bother everybody. I don't bother. He throws a picture out.
There's a picture
Of Jimmy and Ralph
of
Macchio.
you and Ralph. And,
Yeah, Ralph asked, and I felt obligated.
yeah, he's not crazy. What happened in the airport when we were going to Cleveland, Jimmy?
Oh, no.
I was lied to. Somebody.
Oh, God.
There was a kid sitting down with some gentleman who,
I heard this, yeah.
he looked like Nick Jonas. Kinda looked like
I
Nick
would say
Jonas.
kinda.
And yeah,
At the
and
most.
I just kept hounding him. I'm like, Jimmy, Nick Jonas over there, and he's
And
like,
I said he looks too young. That's
Looks
not
too
Nick
young,
Jonas.
too young.
Why do you guys all know what Nick Jonas looks like so much? Can I just ask that question?
he's dreamy.
He's very dreamy.
Okay.
What's the matter
What's
with
wrong
you?
with that, Amy?
And then, like, it just ate
take a
at him,
cab
and I
ride.
knew it would just eat at him. He had to fucking find out.
All right, so I did walk over and
He
go.
walked over.
I did go. Are you Nick? And he went no. And I was like, oh, mistake. And I turned around and they're all laughing at me. So I know I've
of
been.
course.
Sentiment.
But what it was, here's what honestly why I did it, because I did Leno once with the Jonas Brothers, with the other guests, or they were one of the, and I felt like I never interact with people like that. Like I really don't. Once we'll take a quick picture, and I'm like, ugh, I don't fucking talk. And I'm like, why not be sociable and say hello? Like, why be a fucking
Because it's not him.
that you know, you raise a great point, and I would love to know what that kid's father thinks. I asked him.
I know, because it was obviously his father sitting across from him. He must have thought it was his manager or something. They're talking business.
You can ask me what I thought. I'm right here.
What did you think?
It was his manager or business person.
And no, his father's like, some creep is coming up to my kid in a
Do people
airport.
bother you? Like, I won't bother people when they're eating. I'm not an idiot. Do people bother you when you're with your kids when you're eating for like photos or?
Not that much. Occasionally, but
you want them
I
to?
mean,
We could get the word out.
I don't. Yeah, get the word out.
Yeah,
But
right.
I think
Anytime's a good time.
I think that I think that. For the most part, they know. There's only been a handful of times where I say I'm with my kids.
Yeah.
It's when they're, just
And that's
really
when they-
forced. Like, if they want you to stand up in a restaurant and take a picture. Like, if you're at the dinner, that's the one. Like, wait
Yeah.
till
Till
hang
they
out
get home.
outside till I'm on my way out, and then we'll do one out, in the lobby or
They
whatever.
tell all their friends and stuff.
Yeah.
Fucking met Ralph Macchio. What a fucking asshole.
But you must hate the cell phone because back, in the 80s and 90s, it was just you'd sign something real
Everybody's
quick.
paparazzi now.
But now they all have a
Everybody's
phone.
got- and you see that, through the window. And
Oh,
what are you
really?
gonna do?
Yeah.
It's just part of the game. There's nothing you can do.
Or they hand their awful wife. They say, "Dog, she doesn't know how to use it." I want to wait too. It's back on the text.
And then
What I should start doing is just throw
Get the finger up,
keep the
finger up,
thing-
yeah.
put the middle finger up constantly, and just have a bunch of shots because I
That's
just
not very
break up this nice guy thing. I need help.
Yeah.
If they have a regular camera, it's not bad. They take a picture. Everyone knows how to hold a
And
camera.
you don't know if they're shooting video like this guy
Oh,
in the
that's
corner
true,
right here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That
He
guy.
doesn't work here.
Yeah, we don't even know who he is.
know who that guy
Just
is.
somebody let him
He
in.
does look
Yeah.
like a murderer, doesn't he?
Yes, he with the glasses.
And he
Yeah.
does melt into the wall, though.
Hey, Richard Speck, what are you doing over there? That's how we actually met him. I looked up in the urinal and he was there with the camera. And I'm like, come on in, meet people. He's a good boy, Sal. But Ralph is promoting just
Yeah, we got to make sure we get the word
season
out for
finale
this.
of TV Land, Leave TV Land's
Happily Divorced.
Happily Divorced with it's Fran Drescher Show
Fran Drescher Show, 10:30 Eastern on Wednesday night.
on TV Land, and it's at Ralph Macchio on Twitter.
You
got
do you tweet a lot?
I do
Yeah.
for promotional purposes and touch base here and there.
You tweeted about the no-hitter the other day.
I did.
paid
I do
attention.
sports stuff.
He's a huge Mets fan.
Mets,
All right.
Jets.
Ooh, I'm a Mets fan.
Yeah,
Can you
Mets,
believe-
Jets and Islanders? I know, but still, I am.
I'm an
It's been a good hockey
Wow.
playoffs this year. Huh?
Not, well, the Stanley Cup is a bust.
Well, the Kings are just
Yeah, they're too strong.
they're big and
Yeah.
strong.
Yeah, there's no doubt they're going to win the Cup.
Islanders, though, wow.
Hey, man, I was there at every.
But you remember
I
the
was there.
You remember the big friggin' back in the early '80s.
That's
The
what
Stanley
I was
Cup.
doing.
That's why we're all freaking fans
Yeah,
still.
yeah.
What do you think of the Jets, the Tebow thing? You guys haven't a thought about it?
Yeah, that's.
It's exciting.
I think it's going to
It's a
get
little
ugly at the
confusing.
beginning of the season.
They're going to use both guys. It's obvious. He's not
Yeah.
going to sit on the sideline
Yeah.
with a clipboard.
I wonder what Sanchez feels. It's got to be such a
Oh,
weird
man.
because
It's
he has
embarrassing.
it's tough.
That's
because
why I think when I think the fans are going to be brutal. The second Sanchez does something,
No,
an
I think they-
interception or dropping the fucking thing, they're just going to start chanting Tebow.
Yeah,
think
but
they
they know
chant
that
Tebow
they know
the first-
Tebow can't
first
throw
play
or
of
hasn't
the season.
proven that he could throw enough. So
Yeah.
I mean, you're cheering for the great white hope kind of thing. You
I
know?
think
but,
that's it, though.
And I'm a fan of both for different reasons.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Sanchez, certainly those first two seasons, you did a phenomenal job, and with the people around him last year, it all got lost. It seems like
Got lost.
the control of the whole team got lost, and
Yeah.
hopefully that gets back on track. It'll make for news. That's for
It's
sure.
going to be interesting. I think.
I think I'm
this
starting to
season.
like the move.
Are you?
Yeah.
It's a headline grab. That's all it was.
Yeah, it's a headline grab. He'll do the Wildcat. He'll be in a lot of situations.
Yeah, it'll be fun to see what
I
happens.
don't know. And I think Rex Ryan could figure it out.
He's
I think
gonna
the
have to.
I think he's the type of coach that
the
can
town's
figure it
about
out.
to turn on him if he doesn't.
Oh, no shit.
yeah.
He's right on
No
the cusp
kidding.
of coming from the great one to But I'm a fan of the whole thing, and the Giants phenomenal how they handled last year, man. It was unbelievable.
I can't be a Giants fan.
I know, it's
when
tough,
the Jets
but-
are out, I'm that guy.
I know.
I can't jump teams. Can't do it.
I'm just trying
Can't
to
go Rangers ever.
I'm playing Switzerland for your audience.
Can't go Devils.
Because I get the pissed off. I get the
Oh, yeah,
dude,
yeah.
you're a Giant fan. I'm a
You
Giant fan. I've been
can't
following
win.
you.
Yeah.
You've been, you're an inspiration to me. Now I won't watch
Yeah.
any of your
No,
movies.
you saw me.
and that's all it takes usually.
Yeah, that's right.
I just like
You're
whoever's
right.
winning. Like now,
What a
Kings are my
freak.
team.
That's it. Yeah,
Kings of the
bandwagon
team.
jumper.
Yeah.
Oh, I was a
Bugs
Ranger
people.
fan for like a week.
The week.
That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I'd had it. Well, what do you say we wrap
outta
up?
here?
We get the hell out of here. I know
We 10
Amy's
o'clock
got
already?
something
Oh, my
coming
God.
up. that she wants to talk about, Amy?
Sorry, Amy, I took all your time.
No, she was here.
no.
Believe me. Believe me.
We got a lot out of her, Ralph.
We got a lot out of and apparently a lot into
I'm
Amy.
just sitting over here in a web of regret.
Yes.
Where you can also see me at the Fillmore filming my hour special June 23rd. I just tweeted the website at the Fillmore in San Fran.
good.
And I'm in Nashville this Thursday, the Punchline in Atlanta tomorrow, and Augusta, Georgia Monday, and Chicago just for laughs.
Ralph's making believe he cares.
No,
he's
he's just nodding like,
Oh, be nice to Amy. She told us a great
Amy's
story.
very funny. She's great. She really is.
And she was filthy when she was 18.
And now.
And
now. Yeah, and in between.
And now.
And right now.
And of
she's
course,
reaching for a hand right now.
That's right. Hey, what's your hand doing later?
You don't want to know, Ralph.
She stole the prop from the Addams family and rode it with her in the fucking taxi.
Finally, when we're signing off, I'm getting to the interesting part of the show.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we don't know where to go with you. We're trying to be,
He was
polite. No, it's not.
Amy, we don't know.
I was like, who are you talking to right now?
She just told a cab story. That's all.
great.
When she was 18.
We all have
It's not a big deal.
Like
I
that.
made a cab driver finger me. It's not a huge deal.
Yeah.
It's just
You
a
asked
good
Ralph.
place.
just another day at the office.
Hey,
Yeah.
I also
Another
grew
day
up
at the
on
orifice.
the island, so.
It's good.
That's right.
Yeah.
Another
What
one.
do you
now.
do?
She grabbed his hand and literally put it
Oh
on
my
her
God.
vagina.
What is the big deal? He was just
Nothing.
driving lefty anyway.
hot as
So, what
fuck.
was he doing with the other hand?
He
Yeah.
wasn't a
You gotta
10 and
put it
2
to
guy,
use.
so
Yeah,
I gave him a new time.
He's a one-hander.
Gave him a new time. That's good. That's a good line.
10 and Pew.
You're gonna use that at all? That's a good
Oh,
one.
yeah.
You better. You better.
10 and Pew, you fucking asshole.
I'm kidding, Amy.
You're not kidding.
I would love to find out.
Oh, God.
I have to whore plug, and then we'll,
Yes.
this Saturday I'm at the MGM Grand Casino with Artie Lang, David Tell, Nick DiPaolo, and then again.
Tell Artie I said hey.
I will. I'll see him on Saturday. And
Oh, that's right. You were in Beer
Oh,
League.
Beer League.
I
Okay.
forgot about that.
Shit.
And we're doing outside of Chicago, August 11th, the Horseshoe Casino. Same lineup. Tickets go on sale this Friday, and of course Ralph Macchio. Season finale of TV Land's Happily Divorced Fran Drescher show tomorrow 10:30 on TV Land and at Ralph Macchio on Twitter. I'm looking forward to the Hitchcock movie too. That's gonna be
Yeah,
great.
that sounds
great.
When is
Me
that?
too.
When is
Sounds
that?
pretty cool.
I think spring. of
Okay.
next- they
Oh,
just
yeah.
they just wrap. They just wrap.
All right, great. I would love
You
to
know,
see
but
it.
I have I'm not. If you sneeze or fart, you might miss my best stuff. But just keep your eyes open.
Sounds like a good movie, though.
Unless they cut me out. But, it's about Psycho, and I played the guy who wrote Psycho, so I would imagine I get in.
You're in.
Yeah, you got to be in there.
Scarlett Johansson played Janet Lee.
She, yes. Yes, and Jessica
nice,
Biel
right?
played Vera Miles, I think.
Right.
Who
Vera
plays
Miles.
Tony Perkins?
Blanking on the actor's name.
Okay.
And I'm sure I'm going to need a favor from him soon. He's going to come back to
Whoops.
kick my ass. And he's homeless.
I'll just give you
Dope,
awful
Anthony.
guesses. Yaphet Kotto.
Ozzie Davis. We'll do a call back to Ozzie.
Hey, Ralph, you were great, man.
yeah,
Ralph
Thanks
Macchio.
Thanks
so
a
much
lot,
for
guys.
coming in,
I
man.
had a great
Absolutely.
time. Great
We'll
time.
see you
Very cool.
tomorrow. Thanks, Amy Schumer.
Thanks, guys.
Also great today.
You're listening to Opie and Anthony. Sirius XM.